What's up, guys? We're about to get this party started. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that share button, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. That would help me out a lot. We're about to get this party started. Very excited about today's stream. What's up, and welcome to Caleb Smith TV. This is your friend Caleb Smith, bringing you a brand new live stream. I'm very excited about today's live stream. Today we're going to be playing some World of Warcraft. This is a game that, honestly, I've been interested in ever since I first heard about it. And I'm trying to remember whenever I first heard about this game. It was definitely whenever I was a young child, probably around 10 years old, 11 years old, something like that. I heard about this game. It's a very popular game. A lot of people have talked about it. I remember mostly I would hear adults talking about it, you know, like a lot of adults talking about it whenever I was younger and I was more interested in other games like Dragon Fable and things like that. And I would be playing those games, and then I would be sitting there playing Dragon Fable. If you don't know what that game is, I'll have some live streams and videos on that game coming soon. But right now, we're playing World of Warcraft. I would be sitting there playing Dragon Fable, and pretty much, like, some adult would walk up and be like, "What are you playing?" And I'd be like, "Oh yeah, this is just Dragon Fable, you know." And they'd instantly say, "Looks a lot like World of Warcraft." And I'm just like, "Well, what is World of Warcraft? Because if it's like Dragon Fable, then I'm interested." And it's safe to say that I was never really able to play World of Warcraft as much as I would like, as much as I would have liked. And that is actually for multiple reasons. One of those reasons being that I didn't have a computer. And obviously, you need a computer in order to play World of Warcraft. Secondly, whenever I finally did get a computer, it was a laptop. In fact, I'm playing on a laptop right now, but this is a gaming laptop. The first ever laptop that I got was not a gaming laptop. It was more of an office laptop, you know, for doing office work and basic internet searches and things like that. So I wasn't, even whenever I got my first computer, I still was not able to play World of Warcraft. And the only way that I was able to play World of Warcraft whenever I was younger was whenever I would go to my grandparents' house and I would use their decent computer. They had a decent PC, actually, so I was able to install and run World of Warcraft and play World of Warcraft whenever I was younger. And I do remember the age that I was whenever I first played World of Warcraft. I was 14 years old. I was 14 years old. It was in like 9th grade. It was the summer right before I went into 9th grade. And I'm trying to remember the year that was. We're gonna say that was about 2014, 2013 to 2014. I was able to play World of Warcraft, and so I played World of Warcraft. Now here is the next part of this funny story, is that even though I was able to play World of Warcraft at that time, I did not have a subscription. I was not able to actually afford a subscription. And because of that, my character I had a couple of characters, actually. My characters were never a high level at all, because if you don't have a subscription to World of Warcraft, you could still play, but only up to level 20. And so all of my characters were below level 20. I was basically able to only do the very beginning of the World of Warcraft story, because each race, I think they changed this at this point, but back then, each race had its very own starter area. Their very own starter area. And so that's the storyline that I did. I would do the story, do their story for the little starter area, and then we would you'd go to the big city of whatever faction that you're part of. So you have two different factions in this game. You have the I believe it's called the Alliance. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you have the Alliance, and then you have the Horde. The two big factions in this game. And so if you were part of the Alliance, then you would go to Stormwind City after you complete your starter area. And if you're part of the Horde, then you would go to Orgrimmar after you complete your race's starter area. And I remember very specifically that whenever I completed the starter areas and I would have to go to Stormwind City, I'm telling you guys right now, I instantly got lost. Instantly. As soon as I would enter Stormwind City, the city was so big, the city was literally huge, and I had no idea where to go. I remember walking up, talking to the king, and then right after talking to the king, I had no idea where to go. It was like the world just opened up, and you could do whatever you want, and because of that, and because I was so young, I just didn't know what to do next. And so what I would do was just load up PvP as a level 10 character. You know, like level 10, level 11, level 12, things like that. I would load up PvP and just rush right into PvP over and over again. And honestly, I had a lot of fun. I did have a lot of fun back then in 2014 playing this game. And I actually got my grandma to purchase me the disc version of the game. For some reason, I have no idea why. And I'll actually tell you guys why. Because thinking back on it, there was no reason for me to purchase the disc. The disc was literally like, I'm trying to remember the price of the disc. If somebody can remember how much the actual price of World of Warcraft on disc was, that would be great. Drop it in the comments, because I'm probably about to get this price wrong, but I believe it costed like, it was at the very least $15 for the disc. But if I remember correctly, it was closer to like $40 or something like that. It was somewhere between $15 and $40 to get the disc version of the game. And the reason that I purchased the disc version of, well, the reason I got my grandma to purchase me the disc version of the game was so that I could insert it into my office laptop. The laptop I had that was really only capable of doing office work and very, very light gaming. In my head, instead of having to install the game, if I had the disc, then it would just run perfectly, and I wouldn't have to install anything. I could just pop the disc right into my laptop and then play the game, right? Because that just makes sense. You have the disc, the entire game is on the disc, you put the disc inside the laptop, and then boom, the laptop just runs the disc, and now you get to play the game. Well, that is not what happened at all. That disc was one of the most useless things that I've ever purchased, other than probably the Lego Universe disc. Because yes, I had, if you don't know what Lego Universe is, it's basically the Lego Universe version of World of Warcraft. I mean, it's the Lego version of World of Warcraft, which got shut down. And whenever that game got shut down, I purchased the disc for that game, thinking, well, even if the game servers are shut down, the entire Lego Universe game should be on the disc, and I could put that in my computer, and then I could run the game even whenever I'm offline. Well, that did not happen. That did not happen at all. That was a very useless purchase as well. But so was, honestly, purchasing the World of Warcraft disc. Because literally, you do not need the disc to run World of Warcraft at all. You can just install it. And another thing is that whenever I inserted that disc, the World of Warcraft disc, into my laptop, it was not a gaming laptop, it was just a regular laptop. Whenever I put the World of Warcraft disc into that laptop, guess what it made me do? Can you guys take a guess real quick? Can you guys take a quick guess as to what it actually made me do? whenever I put that disc into my laptop. I'll tell you guys, it made me install the game. It made me install the game, which was completely counteractive to the reason that I purchased the disc. The entire reason that I purchased that disc was so that I would not have to install the game. And for some reason, it made me install the game. Whenever even upon entering the disc, I did not understand that. I did not understand that at all. I was like, what is the point of having the disc? There is no point. That's the actual truth. There literally was no point. I appreciate you guys tuning in. What's up, Tevin Wolf? What's up, Joseph? Hey. What's up, Brandon? Walker Bait 1234. How are we doing, bro? How's everybody doing today? I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm gonna go ahead and double check my sound real quick. Make sure the sound is okay. Let's check it out. Let's check it out, guys. Am I too loud? Do I need to turn up the game more? Let me know in the comments if I need to turn up the game a little more, or if you guys think that you can hear it, because I do have it turned all the way up, but I could turn it up more if we need to. But yeah, I pretty much purchased a useless disc, the most useless gaming purchase I probably ever made. Safe to say that the disc did not help the subscription problem, because even with the disc you still have to purchase the subscription. So in reality, instead of thinking back on it, instead of buying the World of Warcraft disc, I should have just purchased a month of World of Warcraft subscription. That would have been a lot better of a purchase, because that way I would have at least been able to get a character higher than level 20. Another thing is that, like I said, the only time I was actually able to play World of Warcraft was whenever I went to my grandparents' house to play it on their PC, because even whenever I had the disc and I put it into my laptop and everything, it still made me install it. And then whenever I installed it and then I would try to play it, it would not work, because my laptop was not meant for gaming at all. And World of Warcraft is actually kind of intensive. It's not super intensive, especially being at this point in time. World of Warcraft is actually a very old game. Like, how old is this game actually, guys? How old is this game? I'll look it up real quick. I will definitely look it up. Let's see. When did World of Warcraft come out? Let's do this right now. 2004. It's literally over 20 years old, and that's what I thought. This is basically a 21-year-old game. Pretty old game at this point. It's even older than Dragon Fable. So it's not very intensive at this point. Like, a lot of updated laptops, a lot of new laptops that have came out, like at least in like the last 5 years, I would assume can run this game pretty easily. Don't take my word on that, but most computers at this point in time should be able to run this game, because it was made for older computers. It has been updated a lot, and it's still a pretty intensive game. But back then, whenever I was trying to play it in like 2014, those kind of computers, unless it was a really good computer, it would have trouble running this game. So I was not able to play it on my laptop, and because of that, I never really had a chance of even getting a high level character. There was no reason for me to have a subscription, because I was only able to play it maybe like 4 days out of the month, like at most like 5 or 6 days every month would I be able to play World of Warcraft. And that's like a $10 or $15 subscription for 1 month. So if you're actually able to play it like every day for a month, then it's not a bad subscription to purchase. But if you're only able to play it like 5 or 6 days out of the month, like I was back then, honestly, the subscription would have not been very much worth it. And knowing that now, I am kind of glad that I never had a subscription back then. But at the same time, I would have much rather have a subscription to the game instead of this useless disc that I had purchased. But anyway, guys, enough talking. As you can see, we have 2 characters right here that I have created. We have my baddie, Friday Night. she's pretty cool. She's pretty cool. She's a level 10 hunter. And I made her as bad as possible. And by bad, I mean good looking. Obviously. Whoa, I did not mean to load her up. Alright, my bad, guys. I accidentally loaded her up. My bad. We're going to be making a new character today. But I gotta unload this character. I accidentally just loaded up. But yeah, here she is. She's a level 10 hunter. I'm very proud of her. I feel like I made her very pretty. She's got a little tiger pet and whatnot. But yeah, let's log out real quick. I can't believe that we're about to have to sit here and wait like 20 seconds just to log out. That's completely my fault, guys. This is the character that I created just so I could get to level 10. So then I can create my human Death Knight, who I will also show off. I probably won't log into him. Probably won't log in because obviously that's annoying. But yeah, Rifticus, my level 63 Frost Death Knight. I'm very proud of him. Very proud of him. I'm trying to get him to the current max level of 70. I do not have the latest expansion. So my max level on this character is going to be level 70. We are 7 levels away from that here on Rifticus, the level 63 Frost Death Knight. I'm very proud of him. He's very cool looking in my opinion. And I just like him. He's a human Death Knight. Pretty basic stuff. I feel like he's perfect. I feel like he's a good character. He's definitely my main character right now. But today we're going to be making a brand new character for this live stream series here on World of Warcraft. Yummy! Slam 'em! She ain't no Magda though. Hey man! Hey, Friday Night is badder than Magma. Hey, I mean Magda. Come on. Magda from Diablo 3. Yo, Friday Night is a baddie. Can't disrespect her like that. But you're right. Magda's got a little something going on. But, hey, I seriously appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope that you guys are going to enjoy today's live stream. We're going to be creating a brand new character for this live stream series. We are going to be doing a World of Warcraft series here on Caleb Smith TV. So I hope that all of my World of Warcraft fans are excited about that. Without further ado, let's go ahead and create the character that we're going to be playing. I already know exactly what I'm going to be. And it's going to be funny because he is going to be a Death Knight. Even though I already have a human Death Knight, I want another Death Knight. Death Knight is my favorite class on this game, without a doubt. A little bit of backstory about why I like Death Knight so much is because back in those 2014 days that I was just talking about earlier, the only way to get a Death Knight was to have like a level 50 character. I don't remember exactly what level he had to be. It was like level 40 or 50, somewhere around that region. It could have even been level 60. I don't remember. But you had to have pretty much a high level character in order to make a Death Knight. And like I said, I never had a character that was past level 20. So I never had a Death Knight back then, and I really wanted one. But I was never able to have one. So now that I have an actual World of Warcraft subscription, I'm pretty much obsessed with the Death Knight class because I'm just happy to actually be able to play Death Knight. Also, the reason that I have a World of Warcraft subscription is because of my boy Tevin Wolf. I have to point that out. Thank you very much, Tevin Wolf, for this month's World of Warcraft subscription. I very much appreciate you for purchasing this for me. It really does mean a lot to me, and I'm really making as much use of this subscription as I can. And seriously, I appreciate you and I love you, buddy. Thank you very much for today's I would say thank you for today's stream, because without you, today's stream wouldn't even be possible. So seriously, can we get some W Tevin in the chat? Can we get W Tevins in the chat? That would be sick. W Tevins in the chat, because he's my boy. He hooked me up. I didn't even ask him to. He just did it. He just did it for me. So he's literally the man. So today we're making a new character, and as you can see, we have plenty of different races to choose from, and your race will determine your faction. There's two different factions. You got the Alliance and you got the Horde, and there really is no good or bad guys. But you can kind of tell that they kind of tried to make it that way, with the Alliance being focused more on the good guys, like humans. Maybe the most basic race in the game would be human, right? You got the humans in the Alliance, you got dwarves, night elves, gnomes, Draenei. I don't actually know how to pronounce this race. I call them, sometimes I say Draenei, sometimes I say Draenei. It just kind of depends on how I'm feeling at the time. But yeah, you got the Draenei race, a very mystical race of aliens. They're from a different planet. They're very interesting. You got the Worgen, they're like the werewolves of the World of Warcraft universe. You got the Pandaren, which at one point was literally my favorite race of all time. I love Pandaren. Pandaren is really cool because they can be both Alliance or Horde. You can be Alliance or Horde. And same with the Drakdir, actually. Drakdir can either be part of the Alliance or the Horde. And I've actually never been a Drakdir. I've literally never been a Drakdir. I've pretty much made characters for almost every single race, except for things like maybe Tauren. I don't think I've been a Tauren. I don't think I've ever been a Troll. In fact, I don't even think I've ever been a Goblin. I might have been Undead. I think at one point I made an Undead character. Maybe not. I know for a fact I had an Orc at one point. I definitely had Blood Elf. At one point, Blood Elf was pretty much my favorite race, along with Night Elf. And a little bit of personal backstory with this game was that Night Elf was actually my first character ever. Night Elf was the first race that I ever played. Upon launching the game and creating a character, I created Night Elf. And it was actually a Night Elf Hunter, to be more specific. So I am actually very attached to not only Night Elf, but the Hunter class as well. It's a very nostalgic race and class combination for me, because it was literally the first ever World of Warcraft character that I made. Let's see what else. Let's check out the Hordes. We checked out all the Alliance. So with Horde, you can be Orc, Undead, Tauren, Troll, Blood Elf, Goblin, and then the Pandaren or the Drakdir. So as you can tell, they really tried to split it up between, like, kind of like good and evil. Even though Horde isn't technically evil, you can tell because most of the Horde races are just straight up monsters. Like Orcs, you know? Orcs is like a direct counterpart to humans. Usually humans and Orcs have a lot of beef. So Orcs turn out to be evil a lot of the time, you know? And so the Orcs are part of the Horde. You got the Undead, you know, and zombies and things like that. Also a kind of evil kind of a thing, and they're part of the Horde. The Tauren, there's nothing inherently evil about Taurens, I would say, but because they're so monstrous, they're part of the Horde. As you can see, there's a bunch of monsters in the Horde. Same with Trolls. Same kind of concept. Trolls are usually like a monster that you're... In these kind of games, Trolls are like a monster that you're meant to slay. It's a monster that you're meant to defeat. And they're part of the Horde. You can be a Troll that's part of the Horde. Blood Elf. Blood Elves are pretty cool. They're very stuck up, though. They have an inherently evil part to them, if I remember correctly. Don't quote me on this, but elves are kind of stuck up. Blood Elves specifically. And they're part of the Horde. And then you got Goblins. We all know, like, in these kind of games, Goblins is like one of the very first type of monsters that you end up fighting whenever you start the game, whenever you start these kind of journeys. And Goblins are part of the Horde. So you can kind of see a theme going on here, where Hordes are basically monsters. The Horde races are basically monsters, excluding, like, the Pandaren and the Drakdir. Whereas the Alliance, you know, the most monstrous thing in the Alliance is probably the Worgen. The werewolves, like, I would kind of think the Worgen would end up being a Horde race, but they're not. They're part of the Alliance. But other than that, yeah, you have the theme, like Draenei, they're part of the Alliance. Gnomes, a pretty innocent kind of a race, they're part of the Alliance. Night Elves, They're a very peaceful race of elves, as far as I know. They're a part of the Alliance. Dwarves is about as close that you can get to a human. They're part of the Alliance, and you got humans that are part of the Alliance. Like, there's a theme going on here. Even though the Horde isn't evil, you could tell they tried to make the Horde kind of evil. Just an opinionated thing. Wait. Wait, Joe, don't worry, I got you. I don't know why they're holding your messages for review, Joe, but I got you. Let's go ahead and show those. I'm finna flippin' drive down there and dive into the flippin' live cam and then continue to dive into your head. Dub Tev. Hey, that werewolf race goes hard. Agreed. Agreed. It looks pretty savage. It does look pretty savage, actually. Am I wrong, guys? Doesn't it feel like the Worgen would be part of the Horde instead of the Alliance? But they're part of the Alliance, and my only guess, is because Worgens can have a human form as well. As you can see in the back right here, I can't click on it, but Worgens can have a human form, and I think because Worgens are technically human, kind of, because of that, then they're also part of the Alliance. They're part of the human faction, which is the Alliance. But we are going to be playing Void Elf. We're going to be creating a Void Elf today, guys. It's a brand new race. I'm new to the game, guys. Even though I said that I played it back in 2014, I done told you guys I've never made it past level 20. Until very recently, whenever Tevin bought me this subscription, and now I have a level 63 human Death Knight. That's as far as I've been. That's as far as I've ever been. And so recently they came out with these other races that I don't even know how long they've been out, and I don't know much about them. But I went out of my way to unlock the Void Elf race because I'm very interested in the Void Elves. They seem really cool. Like I said, I used to be a Night Elf. Night Elf was the first ever race that I played. And then shortly after that, I played Blood Elf, because I thought the Blood Elves also look really cool. So between the Night Elves and the Blood Elves, you can tell that I'm a fan of elves in this game. And so it only makes sense that I would also be interested in Void Elf. I don't know much about them. I don't know how Void Elves came to be. All I know is that I did a small quest line. I rushed through it as fast as I could in order to unlock the Void Elf race so that I could be a Void Elf right here on stream for you guys. That was my entire plan. Unlock Void Elf, create a Void Elf Death Knight, and then stream it for you guys. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be creating a Void Elf Death Knight. Just like this. You guys can tell why I wanted to be a Death Knight, right? It just looks so cool. It looks beyond cool. And after experiencing Death Knight for the first time recently, and going through the skill tree and testing out all of the different abilities and everything, I've learned that Death Knight's actually really cool. It's a very cool class. It's a very well-rounded class. You can do a lot of different things with Death Knight. You can be melee focused, you can be magic focused, you can be summon focused, you can be kind of like a necromancer that summons undead minions to help you fight. So it's a very well-rounded class. You can do multiple things, and it's very fun and cool. Now, I gotta see what a female Void Elf Death Knight. Oh my gosh, she's a baddie. Holy moly. She is an absolute baddie. I can't do it though. I gotta be male. I already have my baddie. Her name's Friday Night, the Night Elf Hunter. So I can't make another baddie, guys. I'm a man anyway. Like, I need to be a man, right? We gotta be male. We're gonna be the male Void Elf Death Knight today. And I'm going to customize. Let's go ahead and move on to customizing. What should our name be? What should our name be? I honestly have not picked out a name. I have not picked out a name. I should have thought of the name before we started. That's fine. That's fine. We're going to customize the character before we choose our name. So if you guys want to go ahead and start suggesting some names, please don't suggest anything outlandish or crazy. Let's try to keep it in the realm of World of Warcraft. In fact, off the top of my head, I already have an idea of a name. Now, the question is that whenever it comes to Void Elves, in the game, most of the Void Elves that I've seen are purple or bluish. They've got like a purple, bluish tint to their skin color. So I don't really want to give the Void Elf like an actual skin color. I want to give him sort of like a magical skin color, similar to the Night Elves. More of like a purple or blue. What do we think? What do we think? Should I lean more towards the purple side or the blue side? It's a tough choice. In fact, all of these seem more blue than purple. Very tough choice, because also just the regular skin color kind of looks really cool as well. We got to take advantage of the fact that we can be purple, though. I want to look cool. I want to look magical. What should we do? What should we do? I don't want to be too dark. That'll make us look a little bit too evil. This one is very blue. What do we think, guys? Do we want to be more pale? Or do we want to be more dark with it? Just let me know. Give me some ideas, guys. What do we think looks better here? We can customize a lot of different things. Some of these skin colors are barely different than others. Alright, I'm just going to mess with the face a little more. Let's start with face number 1. Okay. This is face number 1. Pretty much the most basic face that you can get. Face number 2. Face number 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9, which for some reason 9 changed my skin color. What in the world is going on? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's plenty of different styles of face right here. Some of them look kind of funny. So there's like 18 different faces we can go for, and honestly, none of them like caught my eye too much. So why do these faces change my skin color? Some of the faces are skin color exclusive, I think. Believe it or not. So if we want to have this skin color, which I actually do, I think I really like this skin color, I think. Do we want it to be a little brighter? Not particularly, honestly. I think I like this one. Okay, so we can only select between the first 8 styles of face. Which one? Which one? Oh, I don't like that one. I actually don't really like this first one. It's not bad. Get like a side view. I'm not trying to spend too much time on this, I promise, guys. I'm just trying to make them good. Alright, I think it's going to be this one. I don't know, it's kind of a baby face. It's good, it looks good for an elf. Okay, let's check out these hairstyles. Wait, Skrillex hair? Guys. They straight up have Skrillex hair. That's Skrillex all the way. Oh my god, girl, you got some Skrillex hair. You guys know that song? You guys ever hear that song? You got that Skrillex hair. Faux Hawk? Okay, Faux Hawk's kind of clean. Transients? Honestly, Transients is kind of cool. Dark Tides? I like that, honestly. I like Dark Tides. Unkempt? With the long hair? Unkempt is kind of cool. Agony. What do we talk about in that chat? Oh my god, girl. You got Skrillex hair. You guys got to look up that song. I promise you won't regret it. Skrillex hair song. It's an old song. Wait. I don't want to change my facial hair yet. Okay, Sorrow kind of looks badass. Just a little bit. Let's see. Suffusion? Suffusion's kind of cool. I like the longer hairs, in case you guys can't tell. Brooding? It's alright. Widowmaker? Look at that hairline, guys. What is up with that hairline? Oh my goodness. That hairline is insane. Restraint? A very proper hairstyle. Flare? Ooh! That looks fire. So this is really my type of hairstyle, honestly. This is really my type of hairstyle for something like an elf. I feel like elves should always have long hair. Never will you see an elf in these kind of like stories with short hair. You might see it sometimes, but it's a very rare thing. Hey bro, have you heard of Skrillex? Me in 6th grade talking to the goat Cal. Yeah, dude, that was fire. Joseph is the one who put me on to Skrillex, guys. I would literally not be such a big Skrillex fan if it wasn't for my boy Joseph. That's just the honest truth. Boy got to cut him up. That hair goes hard. I agree. I agree. It goes a little bit hard. And then we have oh! He's bald. He's bald. Elves should never be bald. Well, okay. Elves always have hair. And then every other part of their body is bald. I don't know if you guys knew this, but basically, elves... I'm really speaking about male elves, but it can go for it can go for females as well, in case it's not obvious enough. But basically, elves always have long hair. Okay, and I'm not just talking about this game. I'm talking about in everything where elves show up, like Lord of the Rings, for example. Whenever you see an elf, they have long hair. Okay. And then another part about elves that people might not realize is that elves literally have zero body hair. Okay? Elves have zero body hair. That means that they have no armpit hair. They don't have to shave. I don't know if you guys knew this, but elves literally do not have to shave their armpits. They have... I'm not going to go into too much detail, obviously, but they're... From the neck down, elves do not have hair. Inherently. They do not grow body hair, which is... pretty crazy, and I have to point that out for you guys. It's a very important fact about elves. But, back to the hair thingy. Let's be honest. The flare goes hard. This hairstyle right here goes absolutely insane. What a cool hairstyle. Go with the egghead? Bald, bald, bald. Oh my, no, guys. What? You guys seriously want me to go with the egghead instead of the player? Are we serious? I mean, don't get me wrong. It doesn't look horrible. But, alright, let's get a vote in the chat right now. Let's get a vote in the chat right now. If you want me to go with flare, type flare, or type long hair, type whatever. If you want me to go bald, type bald. Let's get a vote. Let's get a vote. I need everybody to vote so that I can get a good idea. If just 2 of you are voting, then it's really hard to get an idea. So let's get a vote in the chat right now. Bald or long? Bald or long? What are we going for? What are we going for? Oh my... Guys, come on. Are we sure that we want to be bald? Look at this hair color and tell me that doesn't go hard. Just put it in the chat. Let's get a vote. Let's get a vote. Let's get a vote. Do your thing. That's my vote. That's not gonna work. That's not a good vote. That's not a proper vote. Flare. Okay, we got the flare. We got to vote for flare. One vote for flare. One of the eggheads decided flare looks cool. Don't let me... Hey, you guys are part of the channel too, so... Don't let me convince you guys. But... Just saying... Does this not look sick? Does this not look badass? Just like that. And then we got the bald. I'm gonna be honest. A bald elf does look kind of clean though. Let's get some votes. We got one vote for Flare. Egghead was funny. Joseph's leaning either way. Come on, guys. Vote it up. Vote it up. Vote it up. Flare or Baron? Flare or Baron? Flare or Baron? Black hair is fire. Black hair is fire. Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean. Guys, you're confusing me. At this point, I really am just going to have to do whatever I want. Only 2 of you are voting, and the 2 people that are voting are flip-flopping their answers over and over. Flare, Flare, Flare. Okay, we got 2 votes for Flare. We got 2 votes for Flare. Mr. Clean Elf is good. Mr. Clean Elf is goofy. Okay, let's... Alright, I'm hearing you guys loud and clear. I'm hearing you guys loud and clear. We're going for Flare. We're going for Flare because the bald... We're trying to make a badass character. And the bald hairstyle is funny and goofy. It doesn't even look that bad, but it is more on the goofy side. And so... To keep it real with the elf lore, we're going to be an elf with long hair because, you know, elves always got that long hair on them. So we're going to go for the Flare hairstyle. I appreciate you guys giving me your input. And as you can see, I selected this sort of... It's not completely black. It's not... Like, this is black hair right here. But this one's a little lighter. It's a little lighter. It's more like a blue-black. It's like a really dark navy blue. I think that's what I'm going to go for. And then we get to choose facial hair, guys. Petite? Petite facial hair? I've never heard somebody refer to facial hair as petite. This is my very first... This is petite facial hair. Very first time ever hearing petite for facial hair. Here's the sparrow. A little bit of some chin hair going on. We definitely got it... Okay, beaded? Beaded, I'm not a fan of. I don't really like the, That's a little bit too much chin hair for an elf. Then we got the classic. Honestly, not a big fan of the classic. We have the pointed. I'm also not a big fan. Elves wouldn't have that much facial hair, in my opinion. That's a little bit too much facial hair. Same with the Fool. Just doesn't look very elf-like, does it, guys? Does not look very elf-like. Then we have the Anchor. Same problem, guys. I almost want to say that either Petite or Sparrow. Petite or Sparrow. And I like the sharpness of the Petite. Funny enough. Like the Sparrow. I'm trying to give you guys a good look at it. If you see right there, the sparrow just... It's very, very light on the hair. It's not horrible. But I like how Petite actually points down a good bit. It's not too much, it's not too little. That's what I like about Petite. Yo, 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 what's up, Brandany? Rub his lil nog? Bro! Okay, hold on. Go back to Baron. Alright, I'm rubbing his little nog for you. Just because you wanted me to. There we go. We got the good look. This is the only time we're probably ever going to see a bald elf for a short amount of time. Rub his head for good luck, everybody. Put your finger on the screen and rub his head for good luck. Rub, rub, rub. Alright, thank you. We got the good luck. Let's put his hair back on. There we go. We're going to go for the petite facial hair. Brad Danny, I hope that you're having an excellent day. Buddha Elf would have been funny. That's true. The memory will always be there, though, so don't even worry about it. I always go bald in games like this. Dead. Dead, bro. Look at this, though. The girls are going to be after us, bro. We're going to have to beat the girls off with a stick, because look at this, dog. I mean, we're looking fire. Okay. It's time for the ears. We only have 3 options. So let's really think about it. These are the long ears. Wait. Why am I not able to mess with my eyebrows? Shouldn't I be able to mess with my eyebrows? Oh, we could zoom out. That's cool. Should I feel like I should be able to mess with my eyebrows. But I don't see that option. Okay, let's check out the medium ears. These are the medium ears. We're mostly going to be looking at this character from behind, so we want to make sure it looks cool from behind. Then we have the short ears. So whenever it comes to elves, I'm honestly a big fan of long ears. I'm a big fan of long ears because it's sort of like, it gives it that extra oomph, you know what I mean, of being an elf. It really makes you stand out from things like humans, because like if we look at the short ears, it almost just looks like you're a magical human. The only thing that doesn't look human is the eyebrows, right? But if we do the long ears, then both the ears and the eyebrows give us that very non-human appearance. That the whole point of being an elf is to not be a human. Guys, I'm just realizing something. Look at how big our hands are. We have the biggest hands I've ever seen in my entire existence. These hands, you guys see that, right? Those are some big hands. Holy crap, we got some big hands. Okay, you know what they say about big hands? Go for long ears, they're classic. I got you, bro. We're in. Long ears are locked in. Bruh, they have to let you trim those damn eyebrows. Them shit's illegal. Bro, true. True. There is no eyebrow option. I could have sworn there was an eyebrow option. There is no eyebrow option. Unless I'm missing it. Hey, yo. Motherfucking Andre, though. Andre the Giant Hands. Yeah. Yeah. Those really are some Andre the Giant Hands, dog. Why? Like, we're an elf, bro. We're an elf. Why are our hands the size of freaking giants? Whatever. They remind me of Danny Phantom hand drawing style. Oh yeah, that Danny Phantom do have some big hands. I forgot about the Danny Phantom hands. Danny Phantom has that very, like, it's a very unique style of hands. Can we be honest? Danny Phantom series? Very unique style of hands for that art style. Seriously. Alright, we have one final customization option right here, other than our name. So, I have no idea what this is. This is a race-exclusive thing, as far as I know. Tentacles? Bro palming foreheads. True. Whoops. Accidentally just clicked something. Bro palming foreheads. Bro, what is this tentacle feature? I'm about to apply them. Let's check them out. Tentacles. Oh, is that what it is? We can have a tentacle coming from our head and our hair. What do we think about that, guys? Is that kind of weird or what? Wait, what happens if I'm bald? Go back to the bald. Oh. Wait, really? Oh, this is a hairstyle exclusive feature, guys. The tentacles is a hairstyle exclusive feature. How do we feel about it? I mean, I thought we looked pretty cool without it. But this is like... This is literally like an exclusive feature right here. You can't do this with everything. You can do it with this hairstyle too. It's kind of cool. Guys, I know that the tentacles, they're not like really cool, but they're kind of cool, right? It's just like an exclusive feature of this race. I feel like I gotta use them, or I'm not using the elf. I'm not using the void elf to its maximum potential. How do we feel about the tentacles, guys? Man got the damn shack hands. Their hairstyle was different because their style was different because of that era of time. They're the only one to draw all 5 fingers, making it look way larger than others. That's true. In Danny Phantom, the characters actually have all 5 fingers, which gives them like a very wide hand. Like the hands in Danny Phantom are very wide. The tentacles are giving blue avatar connection. I don't hate it, but I don't prefer it. I know what you mean. Like, same here. I don't hate it, but I don't prefer it. I think we gotta use it, though. It's a race-exclusive thingy. I honestly think we have to use it. You know, we can change it. It's not permanent. If we ever feel like taking them off, we can. But just to, like, really represent the Void Elves, I kind of think we have to, right? Davy Jones hair extension. Yeah. Yeah, it is a bit like Davy Jones. A little bit of Cthulhu up in the joint. Let's do it. Let's do it, guys. Let's rep the Cthulhu and the Void and all that. Let's just rep it. How do we feel? I'm still not certain about the skin color, though. Guys, why are our hands, like, dark as hell? Well, like, our face is white, and then our hands are, like, navy blue. Like, what? What is up with that? What? We burn our hands or something? You guys see that, right? Hands blue as hell. I don't know what that is. Still not 100% about the skin color. I think we're just going to have to rock it. We're just rocking this one. Alright, guys. That's about it. That's our character. What do we think? Let me check something because I got a good name for him. Calzinius. What do we think about the name, guys? Calzinius. It's untaken. I thought of that off top. Calzinius, the Void Elf Death Knight. How do we feel about it? Is that not a good name? Is there better names? I don't know. I think it's a good name. I feel like it fits like more of a magical character a little bit better. Like maybe like a mage. A mage or something like that. Calzinius would be better. I don't know. This is the name that I came up with. I don't know if it's very fitting. Kawasaki? I'm chopping mushrooms right now. My neck hurt. Hey, bro. Big ups to you, dog. Those mushrooms need to be cut, though. Those mushrooms need to be cut into 4 little pieces, right, Joe? Or am I mistaken? I used to be cutting mushrooms too, bro. So, like, I know that crap gets kind of annoying. Cutting mushrooms and broccoli and zucchini and God knows what else. That crap gets annoying, bro. I know exactly what you mean. The only thing that made it better for me to cut vegetables was whenever I was able to watch anime while I was cutting vegetables. And guess what? My boss told me I wasn't allowed to do that anymore. Ruined my entire day, ruined my week, ruined my month. It ruined the whole job for me, actually. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Whenever I was a hibachi chef and I was cutting vegetables, and I would watch anime while I was cutting vegetables, and then my boss walked up and was like, yo, you're not allowed to watch TV while you cut vegetables. Bro, as soon as he told me that, I instantly started thinking, alright, bro, I gotta quit this job. I'm not even lying. Like, that was the deal breaker for me whenever it came to that job. Whenever he's told me I was not allowed to watch anime anymore while I cut vegetables, I was like, alright, bro, I guess I'm gonna have to quit. There's no way, bro, that I'm about to just cut vegetables and just stand there and cut vegetables, bro. Like, you gotta... there's nothing wrong with me watching some Dragon Ball Z while I'm cutting vegetables, dog. It gets me hype. It makes me go Super Saiyan while I'm cutting the vegetables. Like, I'm going Ultra Instinct, making sure that my vegetables are perfectly cut. And you're gonna sit here and tell me I'm not allowed to watch Dragon Ball anymore? While I cut vegetables? Alright, bro. I guess I'm quitting. That's literally what happened, by the way. That's a true story. That's an actual true story. Brandon was there for that. Brandon was literally there for that, bro. That's facts. Brandon was there for that. Real trap shit, bro. Brandon worked with me. Alright. So we got this name recommendation. Kawasaki. Kawasaki. Or Kawasaki? How do we pronounce this? Kawasaki. Wait. We need to put an extra K up in that joint. Kawasaki. I like it. It's kind of got a Japanese vibe to it. It's kind of fire. Kawasaki? Is that a good name? Is that a good name, guys? Kawasaki? I like it. Kind of. Caltharus? Calvarin? Calzareth? Okay, Calzareth goes hard, actually. Calzareth goes crazy. Calmorian? Caltharos? Calzareth. Calzareth goes kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. Calzareth. Or Calzareth? How do we pronounce this? Calzareth? I guess it's up to me, right? Calzareth or Calzareth? Or it could be like Calzaroth. Calzaroth? Calzareth? I can't be Calzaroth because it sounds way too much like Azeroth. Azeroth is the name of the World of Warcraft world, right? Like, the entire World of Warcraft is in Azeroth. Am I mistaken? I cannot be Calzaroth. It's way too close to Azeroth. But Calzareth, on the other hand, is Calzareth? Calzareth? Caltharos? Caltharus? Caltharus kind of goes hard. Wait, can I add an... Why? Why can I not put an apostrophe? I would literally put an apostrophe if I could, but you're not allowed to do special characters. I'm gonna look at some random names. I would put an apostrophe in that joint if I could. I swear I see other players walking around with apostrophes in their name. Not us, apparently. We're not allowed to have an apostrophe in this joint. Okay, this is not working. Alright. I like the Calzareth. Let's send it. Calzareth. It's locked in. We're done. Good name suggestion, Danny. Let's finish this joint. This is what we're looking like. Calzareth, the Void Elf Death Knight. Looking fire. Alright, guys. I don't know what happens when we click finish, but we're about to click finish. Let's go. Here we go. Wait, he's already level 10. He's already level 10. I forgot. We have to start at the Death Knight realm. Okay. We're starting at the Death Knight area. The Death Knight starter area.
In life, you were a hero to your people. For their sake, you made the ultimate sacrifice.
Yo.
This is the hour of your dark rebirth. Death's power. Grow.
Yo, this goes hard.
Rise and become my champion.
Yo. What's new in patch 11.2.0? Ecological succession? Ecodome Aldani. Koresh. Okay. No problem. High Lord Darian Mograine. High Lord, yeah, Darian. Alright. Guys, check this out. Look at all these different Death Knights lined up. They got like a Death Knight of every race. Holy crap, look at the Tauren Death Knight. Oh my gosh. That thing looks insane. Is that a Dwarf Death Knight right there? He's so small. They did my man Dwarf dirty by putting him right next to the Tauren, making him look like a gnome, making him look extra small. Wait, who's this? Is that a female dwarf? That's a Pandaren. That's a Pandaren Death Knight right there. Pandaren Death Knight looks pretty cool. That looks like a undead. Yeah, that's an undead Death Knight right there. And I think that's a troll. Yeah, that's definitely a troll Death Knight right there. What do we have over here? That's a human. We got a human Death Knight. There's an Orc Death Knight. Orc Death Knight looks fire. Look at how big those shoulder guards are. There's a female troll, I think. Yep, that's a female troll. You can tell by the feet. And there is a, what are these things called? Velpin?
What?
Knights of the Ebon Blade. I forgot what these little kindred, these foxkin or whatever they're called are. I think it's like Velpin or something like that. Here's a female undead Death Knight. I don't know what this is. Hey! Get out of my face, man! What you doing, Tiddlick? Little tiddlywinks? What you doing all up in my grill, man? Who you is? Where you going? Yeah. Get up on my grill, man. I'm trying to check these guys out. What is this? Bro, what race is this? Why does it look like a human? That's not a human. See, the face looks human. That is a human face, but that is not a human body. What are you? This is a human. What the heck is this, guys? Let me know in the comments what this is. I cannot tell. Am I stupid? I guess so. This looks like a female human Death Knight, if I'm not mistaken. Wait, no, that's a female human Death Knight. No, that's an elf. Yeah, that's an elf Death Knight. That's a female elf right there. Wait. What the hell? Wait, this is a female elf Death Knight. If you're a female elf... Bro. Hey. You're a man? Bro, you got lipstick on. Dog. Am I tripping, guys? This guy got lipstick on. It's a man's body with a female head. I cannot tell. This got me highly confused. That's another dwarf right there. Holy crap. What's up, tall guy? That's a troll? Yeah, that's a big, tall troll right there. And there he is. There's a little gnome. What's up, little gnome Death Knight, bro? You look fire, bro. You look fire with it. Little gnome Death Knight. I always wanted a tiny little gnome Death Knight because, like, they got so much aura. Here's a female elf. Female night elf Death Knight. And then whatever this is. Kinda looks like a human Death Knight. Wait, no, that's an elf. Yep, I see the ears. You are an elf Death Knight. Guys, I'm still so confused at what the heck this thing is. What is this? What even is this? Like, this is a female elf. You can tell. Like, she's got the tatas kind of poking out. Like, you can see that. She's got skinny arms. She's wearing the lipstick. Like, she's a baddie, bro. She's a baddie. Now, what is this? Because this is a dude. But if you look at the face, that's like a female face, bro. Am I tripping? I guess I'm tripping, guys. Maybe I'm there's something messed up with me or something. I'm tripping. Alright, so that's the lineup right there. We got a whole bunch of Death Knights. We are now part of the Death Knight army. It's lit up in this joint. Let's get this joint. Let's get this joint. We're about to get this party started. Quick intermission though, guys. I'm going to go get some water. I got to refill my water. I meant to get some before the stream, but I didn't because I was so excited to start the stream. So we're going to be right back. And then we're going to be right back, if you know what I mean. We're going to come back. We're going to pick up this Death Knight story. We're going to customize our skills and everything. I don't know what kind of skills we have. This is what we're looking like. See, you can tell that we're not wearing lipstick, bro. You can tell we're a man. Right? Like, you can tell. You look at our face. We look alright. We don't look like a girl. I'm with it, bro. We got that aura. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. Give me like less than 5 minutes. We're looking at like a 2 or 3 minute break right now. And I will be right back. Stick with me, guys. Alright, we're back, guys. I skipped out on the pee. I should have went pee. I did not do that. Because I wanted to hurry up and get back to the stream. But I did get the water, though. Make sure we stay hydrated, guys. Please stay hydrated today. Make sure you get some water. I know it's early in the morning. Go ahead and get your water in. There's no reason not to. That's pretty good. That's some good water. Alright, I'm noticing a problem here because of my stream hotkeys. Let me go to my settings. We've got to check out these thingies. Is there a way to turn off my number pad? I want to use my numbers, but I don't want to use my number pad. Is there a way just to like turn that off? This is what I'm talking about. Like, this is why I'm a noob, guys. I don't know about this stuff. How do I turn off my number pad? Is that a thing? Key bindings? I need to turn off my number pad. That's got to be a thing, right? This game has so much, like, different things, different options and things like that. There's got to be a way to turn off my number pad. So that whenever I click my number pad, it doesn't affect the game. Re-keybind? I might have to figure this out off stream, guys, because I'm not trying to bore you guys to death. Let's check miscellaneous real quick. Surely there would be like a number pad option where I can just like turn off my number pad. But maybe not. It's hidden. I don't know. Number pad, number... Wait, I can search, guys. I can search. Number. Okay, that's not a thing. Number. I keep spelling number wrong. It's not a thing. Pad. Alright. Wait. Number pad. Okay, I see stuff here. Number pad. Alright, it doesn't matter, guys. This doesn't... I'm sorry. This doesn't even matter. Who cares? Return to game. Who cares? Who cares about all that stuff? Because instead, we're going to be picking our specialization. Specialization for our Death Knight. There are 3 different types of specialization. You got the Blood, which can be the tank version of the Death Knight. You got the Frost, which is the damage. You got the Unholy, which is the damage. There's pretty big differences in all of these different specializations. And I already know which one I'm going to pick. And it's one that I've already picked before, actually. If you were tuning in to the beginning of the stream, whenever I showed off my Rifticus character, you would know that I already have a Frost Death Knight. We're going to be creating another Frost Death Knight, because the reason that I chose Frost Death Knight on my main character is just so I can test it out and see how I like it. And it turns out, guys, I like it a lot. I like Frost Death Knight a lot, because there's a very simple reason why I like Frost Death Knight so much, is because he can dual wield. I love being able to dual wield. It is so cool. Being able to dual wield is so cool. So with the Blood Death Knight, you're a tank, a Dark Guardian who manipulates and corrupts life energy to sustain themselves in the face of an enemy onslaught. They prefer two-handed weapons like axes, maces, swords, things like that. The Frost Death Knight, on the other hand, the damage dealer, is an icy harbinger of doom, channeling runic power and delivering vicious weapon strikes, with preferred weapons being dual axes, maces, and swords. Primary stat is strength. The primary stat for all Death Knight specializations is going to be strength. And then we have the Unholy, which is another damage dealing specialization. A master of death and decay, spreading infection and controlling undead minions to do their bidding. Preferring two-handed axes, maces, and swords. So honestly, Unholy sounds pretty cool as well. They all seem pretty cool, you know. Being able to be a tank is pretty awesome. They're all pretty cool, especially Frost and Unholy in my opinions. But the main thing that I like about Frost is being able to dual wield. I really want to dual wield, so let's go ahead and activate our Frost specialization. A pivotal moment of being a Death Knight. Here we go. Activating our specialization. It is done. We are now a Frost Death Knight. Let's go ahead and check out our talents. We can go ahead and put in a skill point, or I guess a talent point, right now. Icebound Fortitude. It goes ahead and gives us an Icebound Fortitude. It's an instant ability. Your blood freezes, granting immunity to stun effects and reducing all damage you take by 30% for 8 seconds. Wow. Starting out with Icebound Fortitude for free is pretty cool. That's really cool. We already have one of our first skills right there. We can go for Runic Attenuation. It's a passive ability. Auto attacks have a chance to generate 3 runic power. I do like that ability. It seems pretty cool. Focusing on auto attacks is probably what we're going to be doing. It's definitely what we're going to be doing, actually. Or we can go ahead and get our Death Strike skill online. It's a melee instant ability that obviously requires a melee weapon. It focuses on dark power into a strike with both weapons that deals a total of 50 physical damage and heals you for 25% of all damage taken in the last 5 seconds. Minimum 7% of maximum health. So this is one of the most important abilities that you have as a Death Knight because it mitigates damage by healing you. If you take a little bit of damage, then you can just heal it up with Death Strike, which is super important for being a damage dealer. Because if you aren't able to heal yourself as a Death Knight, from my experience, you're going to be taking damage at close range a lot of the time from things like AoE and whatnot. And if you're taking damage like that, you're going to need a way to heal yourself. Because if you don't, then every time you get done with the battle, you're going to have to, like, heal. You're going to have to, like, sit down and rest and wait for your heal to get back up. Or you can just run Death Strike and get your health right back up in the middle of combat, right? So Death Strike is, after my experience using Frost Death Knight, Death Strike is, like, one of the most important abilities, if not the most. I wouldn't say it's the most important ability, but it's so important, guys. It's literally, like, top 3 Death Knight abilities whenever you're going for melee DPS. So let's go ahead and get our Death Strike online. Why not, right? There we go. There we go. We have our Death Strike online. Let's check our spell book, because we're going to have plenty of abilities to work with here. Let me see real quick. Let me see. Can we get a new action bar going? Let's go ahead and get Action Bar 2 online. Now, there we go. There's Action Bar 2. Wait a second. Yep, that's Action Bar 2. So that's what we're rocking right now. So let's go ahead and put Rune Forging, like, over here. That's fine. Spatial Rift. Terra Rift in space, reactivating this ability to teleport through the rift. Okay, this Spatial Rift ability is a racial ability. This is exclusive to our Void Elf race. Without Void Elf, we cannot have this ability, the Spatial Rift. I have no idea what it does. I don't know how it works. I'm going to set it next to my Rune Forging ability. Should I just go ahead and try to use it? It's got a 3-minute cooldown. I'm gonna... Whoa! What the heck is that? What is this? Terra Rift in space. Reactivate it to teleport through the rift. Oh! So you're telling me we could have teleported to that? That little black hole that we created? I think that we could have teleported to that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. For movement, okay. The Spatial Rift is for movement. Got it. Let's check out our talent some more. Dark Command, instant ability, command the target to attack you. So this is going to be our taunt. Dark Command is a taunt. I'm not going to run Dark Command right now. I don't think that we're going to need any taunt. We're not playing tank, so I don't think there's a reason for us to have a taunt at the moment. Maybe later we can use it, but definitely not right now. Here is an important ability. It's Death's Advance. Let's go ahead and drop that. Actually, let me go ahead and get our third action bar online. The action bars are very important for this game because they allow you to customize where your abilities are, and depending on your combos and how you plan to use abilities and stuff, it's actually very important. I would put the more important stuff towards the bottom, and then the less important stuff towards the top, because you're not going to be using those as much. So you want to keep your most important abilities all in, like, one confined area. I'm going to leave Death's Advance right there. In case you guys want to see what Death's Advance does, we can pop it. It increases our movement speed, and we cannot be slowed during the effect of this ability. It only lasts for a short amount of time. It lasts for 10 seconds. It's very nice. We also have a passive. It gives us a passive ability. We cannot be slowed below 70% of normal speed, which is very good for a passive. It seems very good. Okay. Super excited, guys. Super excited to get this thing going, get this party going. We have Death and Decay right here. Pretty important ability. That's our AoE. It corrupts the targeted ground, causing 28 shadow damage over 10 seconds to targets within the area. Very important AoE ability right there. We also have Icebound Fortitude. This is going to be one of our protection abilities. I'm going to go ahead and place that on our second action bar. We have Death Coil. It's an instant ability. Fires a blast of unholy energy at the target, causing 49 shadow damage to an enemy, or healing an undead ally for 315 health. That's pretty cool that we could heal the undead. So if somebody is playing undead and they're in our party, we can actually heal them, which is, I mean, it's pretty specific, but also kind of cool. So we'll go ahead and add that to our action bar. Why not? Here is another protection ability. It's Lichborn. Draw upon unholy energy to become undead for 10 seconds, increasing leech by 6% and making you immune to charm, fear, and sleep. So this is going to be very important in tough battles whenever we're trying to avoid crowd control. Then we have Death Gate. This is going to be an important ability right there. Spatial Rift, I'm actually going to place on our second bar. And then we'll place Death Gate on our third bar, because we're not going to be using it very much, but it is pretty important to have on hand. Basically what Death's Gate does is teleport us to the Death Knight zone, because Death Knights have their very own little sort of town. I'm not sure what you would call it, but it's kind of like a town, specifically for the Death Knight class, and the Death Gate gets us there in and out pretty easily, so we're just going to add that to our third hotbar. Why not? Then we have Rune Strike. Now, Rune Strike is a very, very important ability for our setup. It strikes the target for 42 physical damage, cannot be dodged, blocked, or parried. Now, that's insane. That's something that I never really paid attention to. I use this ability all the time on my main character, but I never realized that it cannot be dodged, blocked, or parried. That is so strong. That's very strong. So no matter what, the Rune Strike is always going to hit. Very, very important Death Knight ability for the class that we're going for the specialization that we're going for with melee attacks and things like that. So gotta keep a Rune Strike on hand. We're gonna keep that right there in slot number 1. Then we have Death Grip. This is an ability that I actually don't use very much for this kind of setup that we're going for. It harnesses the energy that surrounds and binds all matter, drawing the target towards you. I feel like this is really more of a tank ability. It's kind of like a taunt, in a way, because of drawing the target towards you and things like that. It could be useful for melee class, you know, forcing the enemy to come towards you so that you can melee them. But other than that, like, I don't see this ability as very important, because we can, if we need to melee something, we can just walk up to it and then hit it, right? Like, it would be a good way to start a battle, but other than that, I don't know. Like, we'll keep it. I don't know. I feel like it takes up a slot. I feel like it takes up a slot. Like, let's see. I'll add it. I'll add it as our number 2 ability. And then, you know what? I'm going to set it up like that. Rune Forging, we already have that equipped. And then Death Strike, that's a very important thing. We're going to put Death Strike in number 2. And then we're going to put Death Grip in number 3. And we're just going to skip out on Dark Command. Like I said, Dark Command is more of a tank ability with a taunt. Glacial Advance, this requires one-handed axes, one-handed weapons of any sort. It summons glacial spikes from the ground that advance forward, each dealing 52 frost damage near their eruption point and applying Razor Ice. I don't know much about Razor Ice, but I know for this kind of build it is going to be pretty important. It's like a stacking kind of a thing, I think. I think you can stack Razor Ice and it'll sort of enhance your other abilities. So, let's see. I'm going to put Razor Ice at number 3 and now Death Grip is number 4. Like I said, Death Grip, the priority on Death Grip is just not very much. It's not very high. Like, you're not going to be using, in my opinion, I'm not going to be using Death Grip very much. I don't know about other Death Knights, other Frost Death Knights, For me personally, I just don't use Death Grip very much. It's very low on my totem pole of priority, but we'll put it in slot number 4. We'll use it a little bit to get us started. We also have this passive ability, which means we don't have to equip it. It increases the damage of our frost abilities by 16%. I mean, that just seems like a given. That seems like a necessity. I don't even really know why this is an ability. It's literally just a passive. We don't have to do anything with it. It's just part of the class. I mean, I don't really know why this is an ability. But oh well, at least we don't have to equip it or anything. It's just a passive. Okay, so the only ability that we're not using right now is our Dark Command. That's fine. I'm totally cool with that. Wait a second, we have 2 Death's Coils. Let's get rid of one of those. Put Death Coil in number 3. We have Glacial Advance number 4, and then Death Grip number 5. I think that's okay. Spatial Rift. I'll just drop Spatial Rift right there. Put these over there. Okay, this is okay. This is a nice setup for a level 10 Frost Death Knight, in my opinion. About as good as we can get. Let's go ahead and talk to High Lord Darian Mograine. I feel like he's just kind of sitting there waiting for us to talk to him, so let's talk to him.
Harness your hate. Make it useful.
This is an important moment. Make the knights proud, Kalzareth.
We must forge
Okay.
our own destiny.
No problem. Goodbye. Where am I supposed to go? I have no idea. We're just kind of thrown out here. Hold on, I see something up here. It's the Lich King. Oh my goodness. So, guys, the Lich King is straight up evil. That is one thing that I know. Why is his head so big? Is it just me, or is that man's head big as heck? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Okay.
There is much to be done.
This is the Lich King. Death's power grows. Listen closely, Kalzareth. A time of great destruction lies on the horizon that will challenge our very existence. Now more than ever, we must rise to the defense of Azeroth. It is for this reason I have expanded the ranks of my champions to include your people. Your sacrifice sets you apart from all others. Hold your head high. Forevermore, you will be a Death Knight of the Ebon Blade. Now, swear your fealty. It's time to swear our fealty to the Lich King. We'll be able to choose different rewards whenever we swear our fealty. Let's just do it.
And do what must be done.
Swear your fealty.
Do not
Okay,
be merciful.
here we go. We're gonna swear our fealty to the Lich King. Okay, our fealty has been sworn.
Destiny calls to you.
I accept your pledge. Serve us well. To that end, new weapons worthy of a Knight of the Ebon Blade have been forged. Choose my champion. Alright, it's time to choose our weapon. We got a Freezing Greatsword of the Ebon Blade. It's a two-handed weapon. We're not going for that. We have a two-handed Unholy Greatsword of the Ebon Blade. Not gonna go for that. We have a Crimson Greatsword of the Ebon Blade. How about no? And then a Burning Greatsword of the Ebon Blade. Once again, two-handed. We're not going to be worrying about that. We need one-handed weapons. There is a difference between these weapons. Freezing Saber of the Ebon Blade. It's a one-handed, so we could definitely pick that up. It's got 2 strength, 2 stamina, 1 critical strike, 2 versatility. Then we have the Unholy Saber of the Ebon Blade. It's got 2 strength, 2 stamina, 1 critical strike, 2 haste. So we can go for a little bit of versatility, or we can go for a little bit of haste. Then we have the Crimson Saber of the of the Ebon Blade. My bad. 2 strength, 2 stamina, 1 haste, 2 versatility. A little bit of a difference there. There are differences in these weapons. Then we have Burning Saber of the Ebon Blade. 2 strength, 2 stamina, 2 critical strike, and 1 haste. I honestly don't know. I don't know what would be the best. Like, Freezing Saber? It sounds kind of like it goes with our Frost Death Knight specialization. Because, you know, freezing, frost, it kind of goes hand in hand. But I really like the idea of having extra critical strike. Because this burning saber gives us 2 critical strike and 1 haste. And I don't really know what haste does. Can somebody tell me in the comments what haste does? I actually have no idea. If I had to guess what haste does, I would guess that it has something to do with cooldown reduction. I'd guess the more haste you have, the more you can use your abilities. But maybe I'm wrong. I might be absolutely wrong about that. Like I said, I'm a noob. I have no idea what haste does. And I also have no idea what versatility does. If I have to guess what versatility does, it kind of buffs a little bit of everything. And I might be absolutely wrong about that as well. I really don't know what versatility does. Honestly, I like the sound of this burning saber of the Ebon Blade. The 2 critical strike plus 1 haste. It sounds kind of nice with it. The burning saber sounds kind of nice with it. I think I'm going to pick it up. Yeah, I'll pick it up. Let's go for the burning saber. There we go. We just got a completely free weapon. An excellent choice. Troubling times come. As one of the chosen few, it is both your burden and privilege to defend our world. It is a great honor. But also know you will be met with the scorn of the ignorant. Oftentimes, mortals are incapable of seeing past our fearsome appearance. Ignore these fools and do what must be done. Speak with your commander. Then use his death gate to travel to the land of the living and choose your destiny. So we need to speak with High Lord Darian Mograine, then use the High Lord's death gate to travel to Stormwind. Once there, visit Chromie. Wait, I'm so confused. Okay, let's accept that.
Be merciful.
Let's go ahead and speak to High Lord Darian Mograine. This seems different, guys. This seems a lot different from whenever I created my human Death Knight. Am I mistaken? It seems like this intro is a little different. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's speak with High Lord Darian. He's very important.
Not yet.
Reporting for duty.
Dire times call for new allies. You come from a strong people. No doubt you will serve the Ebon Blade well. It seems the Lich King has sensed the same truth as we have. That a rising threat stalks us from the shadows, and that we must bolster our ranks to face it. There's little time for ceremony. Take up your blade and prove your mettle. Conquer the darkness. Become its master. Many in this world will fear you, revile you, but they need you more than they know. Go forth and claim your destiny, Death Knight. And through all the trials you endure, suffer well.
Suffer well. That's the sort of the catchphrase of the Death Knights. Suffer well. So what do we do? Death Gate? We need to use a Death Gate? Okay. I'm gonna use Death Gate. Yo, why is it not working? I used the Death Gate like you asked, Commander. It's not working. Why is it not working? Death Gate. I'm using it. It's not working. What the heck is going on? I'm right-clicking it. I'm walking through it. I'm holding right-click. Guys, what's going on? What the heck? Use it. Deathgate, come on. No, it disappeared. Wait. Oh, I see. We're not supposed to use our own Deathgate. We're supposed to use this one over here. I'm really glad that I saw this. Here we go. There's a different Deathgate. We have one that we can use ourselves, and then we have the one that's part of the quest line. Let's continue. Whoa, why are we at Stormwind? This is different, guys. This is different. I haven't done this. My Human Death Knight had a completely different series of quests. Unless I'm completely mistaken. I don't remember doing this on my Human Death Knight. But, okay. We gotta go talk to Chromie. I have no mounts or anything. Who's this? General Hammond Clay? High Commander of Stormwind Defense? How are you doing, General? Okay, I guess I'm just... Goodness gracious, we're 600 yards away. I'm gonna try not to get lost. Here we are in Stormwind. Hello! We're in the trade district. I don't know what's going on. Oh, yo, you look sick! Just chilling on the back of a griffin? Everybody's got griffins, what the heck? Okay. I don't know where I'm going. I gotta go talk to Chromie. On our way to talk to Chromie. Discovered the canals. Check out this Drakdir. Nirathan, just walking around reading a scroll. Very cool. Discovered Old Town. Wait. I have a Hearthstone. What in the world? Alright, so right off the bat, guys, this is different. I'm going to move that black mushroom over there. I'll leave the Hearthstone right there in slot number 1 of the bag. And I'll put the Lost Dragon scroll right next to it. Lost Dragon scale. And then let's go ahead and equip our Burning Saber. Oh my gosh, it looks sick. Yo. Holy crap, this...
I do not have a target.
This saber looks sick. Alright, this is different, guys. So, even though I've made a Death Knight before, I'm on a different starter quest line. There's a difference between the humans and the Void Elves whenever it comes to starting out as a Death Knight. And that's what I'm realizing right now. So, I don't really know where I'm going. But I know I gotta talk to Chromie. Bear with me, guys. I'm gonna do my best not to get lost. Looks like I'm jumping in the water. Wait. Nope, I don't have to jump in the water. I can just walk. Very cool. Hey, fisherman. How are we doing, fisherman? Oh. Okay, guys. I got lost. Hold on a second. I think I can go over here. Still here, bro? I'm chopping red bell peppers. That's not the worst, right? I've never chopped those, but I couldn't imagine it would be that bad. It does sound kind of annoying, though. I'm just walking through this giant capital of a city. I would have really loved them to give me a mount before sending me off. But oh well. Wait a second. Hold on just a second. Mounts. Wait. Yo. Check it. I have a mount. I have a couple of mounts, guys. Hold on 1 second. Yo! So my mount actually carried over from my Human Death Knight. This is a, this Acarus Death Charger. I earned this on my Human Death Knight during the Death Knight questline. And check it out. It just automatically gave it to my Void Elf. This is great. Okay, thank God. That was almost very annoying. I wish I would have figured that out a little sooner. Guys, okay, can I hop on the back of my dragon? Alright. Add regular abilities to your skywriting bar to dismount faster for combat. Okay, not too worried about that. Check it out. My dragon carried over as well. Thank goodness, guys. This means that we don't have to walk around like complete noobs. Here we go. Oh, this is so much better. Alright, where's it at? Where are we supposed to go? Oh, up here? Okay. Discovered Stormwind Keep.
Too far away.
Huh? This isn't who we're looking for. We're looking for Chromie. That's Ration. Chromie, where are you at? Oh. Over there. Oh no! Okay, at least I just landed in the water. I just literally jumped off of a castle. That could have been very bad, but I landed in the water. Now I gotta get out of the water. Oh wait, we can swim? We can go underwater? Yo! I'm swimming. Okay, that's sick. I'm so glad that we have our dragon, guys. You have no idea. I thought that I was going to have to earn the dragon, which I was completely okay with that. But for you guys' sake, I'm glad that I don't have to walk around everywhere. I can just easily hop on the dragon, fly around, anywhere I need to go. Hello, Chromie. Oh, you're a little cute gnome. Chromie, the emissary of the Bronze Dragonflight. What do you want from me, Chromie? Hi, Kalzarath. Queen Alexstrasza is calling the Dragonflights home to the Dragon Isles. We need the help of mortals like you to reclaim our ancestral lands. I have a question about time-walking campaigns. Okay, maybe I don't. Maybe I don't actually have... That's a lot of questions. I don't really have any questions. Let's select the timeline. With time on our side, we can do anything. Select a campaign that you would like to experience. Time-walking campaigns? Journey back to your favorite story and tackle challenges from the past that scale for characters level 10 to 70. Pick a campaign and get to adventuring. Huh. It recommends Dragonflight. What do we think? What should we do? This is way too many choices. I can do whatever I want, I guess. It recommends Dragonflight, but I don't really know. Should I do Dragonflight? I'm glad you like the sword. I also like the sword. I mean, I guess I should do Dragonflight. That's what it's recommending. The Dragon Isles are the ancestral home of the Dragonflights of Azeroth. When the world broke apart in the Great Sundering, magic drained away and the land went dormant. As it awakens, so too do old feuds and long dormant threats. Take to the skies and help each flight reclaim their homeland. So these are pretty much expansions, right? Are these like older expansions? If that's the case, which one comes first? Is there some like timeline order? This is Portal to Outland. Dormant since the end of the Second War, the dark portal to Outland has opened once again. A demonic army gathers in force on the other side, and bold heroes are needed to strike them down. Journey to a shattered world and stop the Burning Legion from invading Azeroth. Burning Legion? Fall of the Lich King. From atop his frozen throne in the icy waste of Northrend, the Lich King prepares his undead scourge for a war that will extinguish all life on Azeroth. Answer the call of the Argent Crusade and end the Lich King's reign. Well, I don't really feel like ending the Lich King's reign. I mean, he kind of is our boss. We literally swore fealty to the Lich King with our Death Knight character here, so I don't think there's a reason to stop the Lich King, but it probably would be a cool storyline at the very least. I don't know. What do we think we should do? I guess I should just go recommended, right? I guess I'll just go recommended Dragonflight. No big deal.
Heroes of the Alliance, the Dragon Isles have awakened and beckon the Dragonflights home. Meet me in Stormwind, where I shall present the Aspect's invitation to the Alliance.
Okay. No problem. Choose your destiny. Okay. Complete quest. Easy enough. Now what? Dragon Isles. So I can just come back and talk to Chromie and select any timeline that I like. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. That's kind of cool. So, my guess is that Portal to Outland is like the oldest timeline that there is right here. I could be wrong about that, but that's my guess.
Is this hello or goodbye?
Not too worried about it, I guess. I don't really know what we're supposed to do now. It just kind of threw us out here. Didn't it? Just kind of threw us out. It wants us to go talk to Wrathion, though. Oh yeah, check out my pet collection, guys. I'm a big fan of catching and raising pets. So I've got a pretty large pet collection right here. I'm very proud of them. Okay. I guess we're going to Wrathion. And if I'm not mistaken, Wrathion is going to... He is going to take us to the Dragon Isles.
Ah, here is the hero I spoke of.
Yes, it is I, Kalzareth. The Aspect's invitation extends to you as well, friend.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Ah, Kalzareth. Impeccable timing. I just met with Lord Commander Turalion and his allies, and they have accepted the Aspect's invitation to the Dragon Isles. You will be coming along, of course. It wouldn't be the same without you. I imagine you have noticed some unfamiliar faces gathered here. The ones with the wings are called Drakdir. They have only known me a short time, but they are already great admirers. Ah, but where are my manners? We should have a chat. Excuse me. Speak with Wrathion to learn of the council meeting. Okay. Listen to Wrathion and Turalion.
Learn from the past. Look to the... I am pleased that you have accepted our invitation to the Dragon Isles, Lord Commander.
During the dark days of the Cataclysm, the Aspects made great sacrifices to save our world. The Alliance will answer the call and stand together with Dragonkind once again.
Alexstrasza shall be most appreciative.
I know about
She will
Alexstrasza.
insist that you do not bring any lingering conflicts to her shores.
You have my word that this will be an expedition, not a military maneuver. To honor our truce with the Horde, I have instructed the Explorers League to work in concert with the Reliquary.
Just think of all the ancient knowledge we can discover together.
The Dragon Isles is our home, not a place for outsiders to plunder. The Draxier will accompany the Alliance on this journey, but it will take time to build trust between us.
As a fellow soldier, I share your wariness, Azurathel.
Splendid! You two have found common ground already. Now then, let us begin preparations for our voyage. The Dragon Isles await.
Nice. Okay, that was cool. So, what I gathered from that conversation is that at this point in the timeline, the Alliance and the Horde actually have a truce. They actually have a truce going on because, like, up until this point in the timeline, if I'm not mistaken, there was pretty much a war between the two. Between the Alliance and the Horde. They literally hated each other. And I guess they finally shook hands and have come to a agreement in order to take on a common foe. I just don't know who the common enemy is. I don't know who would the common enemy of the Horde and the Alliance be. I don't know. I guess we're going to have to find out. I cannot wait to see the Dragon Isles with you, Kalzareth. Now then, I believe that diminutive ally of yours said something about putting together an expedition.
Pleased to meet you.
Okay, got a couple of quests right here. Let's talk to... That's a dwarf, right? I can't tell if that's a gnome or a dwarf. I literally don't know if that's a gnome or a dwarf. I think it's a dwarf. Expeditionary Coordination. The name's Toddy. I'll be heading up our band of cheery adventurers under the banner of the Dragonscale Expedition. We'll get into the details later. For now, let's focus on gathering up our crew. Every expedition worth its salt has a variety of folk. We'll be needing scholars, artisans, and of course, explorers. Well, what are you standing here for? Assemble that crew. So we got to recruit some explorers, artisans, and scholars throughout Stormwind for the expedition to the Dragon Isles. Should be easy enough.
Spotted some promising crew members as I was flying over the city. Round them up, and let's get to it.
Okay. And peace out. Here's Scale Commander Azurathel. He's part of the Obsidian Warders, whatever that is. Let's talk to him. The Obsidian Warders. This Toddy's enthusiasm is admirable, but I hope it does not blind her to the dangers awaiting us in the Dragon Isles. Regardless, the Obsidian Warders are duty-bound to protect the expedition. I must speak with Rathion and the Lord Commander about the mission ahead. My fellow Drakdir are exploring the city. Seek out Dervishian, my trusted lieutenant, and inform her that we are to rally at the docks. She will relay my orders to the rest. Deliver the Scale Commander's orders to Dervishian and the Obsidian Warders. Okay. Many are near Stormwind Harbor, where our next journey awaits. This portal will help you take there. Okay. So we need to take a portal to Stormwind Harbor. No problem. Let's do it. Here we are at Stormwind Harbor.
Cogs and sprockets.
Cogs and sprockets.
Don't panic.
This-
We've prepared for this.
Oh my gosh. Yo, are you good, little guy? I have miscalculated.
You acquired my attention.
Are you okay, little buddy?
There's nothing I can't scale.
Help you with something? I'm sort of busy showing these trainees the finer points of scaling walls. We need explorers for an expedition to the Dragon Isles. Will you join us?
Keep a cool head.
That's
Expedition
Pathfinder
to the
Jeb.
Dragon Isles. Sounds fun. Bet they've got plenty of soaring peaks to climb. Wrap it up, trainees. We're moving out.
That's so funny.
Work.
Announcing appreciation.
Your gratitude has been accepted.
He's got a couple of little gnome trainees. Gnomes are so tiny. I love the gnomes. Hop on the back of my depth charger. Whoa, you guys are doing some crazy combat training. What's up, Dervishian?
Let us begin.
Welcome to our makeshift training ring, friend. I trust we are not disturbing anyone up here. I have instructed the warders to be very careful to keep blasts of magic from falling down below. Skill Commander Azurathel would like to meet you to meet him at the docks.
Fair skies and the Drakthea. Stand ready.
Nice. And there they go. They just get to fly. That's crazy. They just get to fly all by themselves. That's pretty sick. Who do we need to talk to next? Thalen Dark Anvil.
Have you seen my wrench anywhere?
This craftsmanship is something else. You can learn a lot by studying the work of others. Just the thought of what lies ahead gets me excited. We need some artisans for the Dragon Isles. Will you join us?
Have a good one. New adventures. Oh, I'm game. When there's work to be done, my hammer's always ready to be put to good use. See you at the docks.
Very nice. And then, who's this? Cataloger Wolford? What's up, Wolford?
Save this bracket.
No quill? No ink? The gnome shakes his head. How do you expect me to sign an autograph if you don't come prepared? We need scholars for an expedition to the Dragon Isles. Will you join us?
Maybe someday you'll be famous, like me. Ahem. Duty calls. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be off to make a name for myself in the splendiferous Dragon Isles.
Alright, peace out. Looks like it's time to go talk to Toddy Whiskers once again. Let's make our way over here to the docks. I believe that's where Toddy Whiskers is going to be. Who are these people? Gin Greymane? He's the king of Gilneas. Wow. A straight up king. That's pretty high rank. And then High Exarch Turalion, commander of Alliance forces. And then Master Matthias Shaw, leader of S17 or whatever that says. Okay. Let's talk to this king. We live in interesting times, Kalzarath.
The Alliance must endure.
King Greymane, I thought you should know. Rathion asked if there's been any word from...
Anduin? He asked me the same question. Though their friendship has been strained, I know the king considers Rathion an ally.
Several years have passed since Azeroth's heroes returned from the realms of death. In that time, I've followed up on countless leads. Reports that the king was sighted here or there. None of them have been proven true.
I do not think that we will find Anduin until he wishes to be found. That may take some time.
Turalion is popular with the nobles, and he's a natural leader to our soldiers. But the people of Stormwind miss their king.
The best thing that any of us can do is to give Anduin the time he needs, and to be here for him whenever he comes home.
That's right. Anduin is the king of this place, of Stormwind. And I guess the king of the Alliance. I'm not sure exactly how all that works. What's up, High Exarch Turalion?
We stand together.
The aspects have been steadfast allies to Stormwind in the past, but enemies have arisen from among the dragons as well. Enemies that nearly destroyed this world. We must be cautious.
Walk always in the light. Spymaster Shaw, it seems the dragons are among us once again.
Yes, Lord Commander. We haven't seen this level of draconic activity since the Cataclysm.
I've read the SI-7 reports on the Black Dragon.
SI-7, okay.
How she infiltrated Stormwind in the guise of a noble and sowed division and chaos.
Indeed. She masterminded an elaborate scheme to seize control of the throne.
The Dragon Queen Alexstrasza's intentions appear honorable, but can we be certain that the same is true for all of Dragonkind?
It is wise to be cautious. I'll order extra security patrols.
We need more than spies and guards on the city walls. Enlist the expertise of our mages. I want a foolproof method to see through those visages the dragons wear. We've put too much effort into rebuilding the strength of the Alliance to see it undone. I don't want any surprises. Am I clear, Spymaster?
As crystal, Lord Commander Turalian.
Crazy. They're very suspicious of the Drakdir, it seems. The humans are very suspicious of the Drakdir. They feel like they're just kind of what's the word for it? They're very cautious because of things that have happened in the past with dragons. Because obviously dragons are very threatening, you know. They're a very threatening force. And the Drakdir are basically like dragons, you know. And so all of these Drakdir being around and being a part of the alliances,
You're gonna need that energy soon enough.
Hey, I'm trying to talk here. And a giant boat just pulled up. But anyway, apparently some things have happened in the past to make them very wary of dragons. And so now that all these Drakdir are around, they're very cautious. And so, I guess rightfully so as well. Giant boat. Who is this? Scale Commander Azurithal. Hey, I just saw you up there. Hello again, Void Elf. This is my trusted comrade, Emberthal. She too is a Scale Commander. Well, she was. Her Wyrn did not survive our long confinement. We Drakdir have only just awakened, and we have only fractured memories of our past. But the Bronze Aspect, Nozdormu, has peered through to show Emberthal what transpired. These truths are troubling. What have you learned of the Drakdir's origins?
Fair skies and strong winds to you. So it was Sneltharian who gave the final order that sent us back to our creches.
And bid his ally Malagos to weave a spell that would put us to sleep under the guard of his blue dragons. Where we remained, abandoned and forgotten. Awakened only when the Primalists returned to break Razageth free.
Did you ask Nozdormu how long we slept?
Nearly 20,000 years. While we slumbered, the kingdom of dragons rose and fell. The world was sundered. And the aspects surrendered their power to stop Deathwing.
Then our
Deathwing
mission is clear. Whether back on the Dragon Isles or elsewhere in the lands of Azeroth, the Drakdir must find where we belong.
Is that it? Crazy conversation. I'm liking the conversations because it's giving us a lot of context about what's happening. Who is this? Hephaestus, Ambassador of the Artisans Consortium.
Welcome, friend.
Yo, she's kind of a baddie. What are you? Some kind of... Oh, she's a Draenei, right? A Draenei? Well met, Kazarath. Could I interest you in earning plentiful riches as a contributor to the Artisans Consortium? What is the Artisans Consortium? The Artisans Consortium is a collection of entrepreneurs and artisans, much like yourself, who provide goods and services to crafters and gatherers in need. As we speak, the Artisans Consortium is setting up a trading service to connect crafters with their customers. Do you know any artisans who might want to know about our work? Not really. Oh, that is unfortunate, but there is always time to learn, yes? If you're traveling to the Dragon Isles, perhaps there is a fresh opportunity to reinvent yourself. Something to consider? If you do decide to take up a trade skill, I would be happy to speak with you again. Take care out there.
Always glad to help.
Okay. No problem. What are these portals? Portal to Darnassus? And then you have a portal to nowhere because I can't use it. Okay.
Explorers ahoy! We set sail for the Dragon Isles in short order.
Ahoy. There's Ration. And it looks like Toddy Whiskers is ready for us to talk to her, so we might as well do that. What's up, Toddy Whiskers? Our scouts report that turbulent elemental storms are churning the seas to dangerous, unnatural levels. Until those clear, we won't be going anywhere. Why don't you see what you can help with around here while we wait?
See you at the next adventure.
That was fast. Eager to get to the Dragon Isles, eh? Me too.
Adventure calls, and we will.
I'm pleased the Drakthir are coming with us. Can't wait to challenge that Scale Commander to a race on old Wildfeather. My Griffin will best his leathery old wings any day. Whoa!
Sorcery! We're under attack!
Be at ease, Toddy. This is a friend, not a foe.
Apologies for my abrupt arrival, but the news I bring cannot wait for pleasantries.
Is that so? What's up, Archmage Khadgar? You got some aura to you. Hello, Kalzareth. It's been a while, and I wish we had more time to catch up. But you see, I've just had a rather enlightening, no, make that foreboding, yes, a foreboding conversation with an old friend. Sometimes a revelation can be both. After all, I really must tell you of what I've learned. Okay, no problem. Let's ask him what happened, because we have much to discuss. Cutscene! I hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. I'm having a pretty good time. We're getting a lot of story and context of what's going on.
I did not expect to see you again so soon, my friend. After you'd answered the call of the Isles.
Something has happened, Khadgar. Something terrible.
Kalikos, tell me.
It all happened so quickly. And Rathian, young as he is, bravely or perhaps foolishly tried to stop it.
Ooh!
But he was too late. The Tempest had already been unleashed.
It's going crazy.
She let me live with a message. They are coming to cleanse the world of the Titan's stain. Alexstrasza, who is she? What is she?
She is Razagath.
Baddie.
Youngest of the primal incarnates.
Super baddie, actually.
Incarnate?
4 dangerous adherents of the elemental forces. At the dawn of the aspects, our flights embraced the Titan's gifts. They did not.
The war that followed was unimaginable. And it took all of our strength combined to banish them.
If they were so dangerous, why were they not destroyed?
I hadn't the heart to do it. We were once as clutchmates.
Time, it seems, has not quelled their fury. And look at us. Should she free her kin now, we haven't the strength to stop them. And if Iridicrum's hunger is unleashed,
then we have no choice. If we are to be protectors once more, the aspects of our dragonflights must be made anew.
Our queen is determined, Khadgar. But we've only just begun to find who we are again. And I fear that without help, we may never get the chance to see our future secured.
Then it seems the mortal races too must answer the call and face the storms ahead.
There's a lot going on that I do not understand at all. I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably just as lost as you guys are. If you're new to the game, if you've never played this game before, like honestly, you probably know just as much as I do. I'm kind of confused. I think the dragonflights are sort of like different races that can turn into dragons. Am I mistaken about that? Because they keep mentioning the dragonflights, right? And I want to say that a dragonflight is like a non-dragon race that can turn into a Hey, Captain!
For the Dragon Isles in short order.
You keep interrupting me while I'm trying to talk. But anyway, don't take my word for this, but from the context that I can gather, a dragonflight is like a race that can turn into a dragon. So like you might have an elf that is a dragonflight, and that means that elf can turn into a dragon. Or you might have a human that can turn into a dragon, or like even a dwarf that can turn into a dragon. These things are dragonflights. These kind of people are dragonflights. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. That's just the context that I can gather. I'm just as lost as you guys are. Alright, Rathion wants us to turn in a quest to him.
You stand before the Black Prince.
Oh, you're the Black Prince? That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool title. Your reaction is understandable. I dare say I felt the same.
Until next time.
While you make preparations to board your vessel, I shall fly on ahead. Do not try to get seasick. See? See? He just turned into a dragon, and he's just flying off. Which means that he is a dragonflight. If I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken. That's just the context that I can gather. Toddy Whiskers. Great news, Kalzareth. The spearhead of our expedition has made landfall in the Dragon Isles. Thanks to the efforts of yourself and other Dragonscale expedition members, we've established a protecting landing site and made contact with the Dragonflight's embassy. Are you prepared to accompany us on our next voyage to the Dragon Isles? Ride the rugged Dragonscale to the Dragon Isles from Stormwind Harbor.
Can't wait. The expedition boat shouldn't be long now.
Okay.
Get a friend or two while you wait for it.
We're waiting for the next expedition boat. We can see the time until arrival right there. So we got some time to just kind of mess around, I guess. Wait, what? There's a boat right here. I'm hopping on it. Hopping on this boat. What boat is this? Is this the right boat? Is that the right boat or what? Maybe we should just take the portal, guys? Yeah, we have a portal right here if we like. Should I wait on the boat? Probably not, right? Seems kind of annoying. We've already talked to a lot of the people here anyway. Let's just take the portal. And here we are. Welcome to the Dragon Isles, everybody.
Welcome to the Dragon Isles.
Hey, I just said that. Captain, please. Please stop trying to steal my shine. You've interrupted me over and over again. I tell everybody welcome, and then you come through and say welcome. Like, come on, man. I just said that. What's up, Toddy Whiskers? What do you got for us?
Go first, but I've got a story after.
Welcome to the Dragon Isles. Alright, so everybody's saying welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome.
Plenty to be done.
Holy moly.
You discover.
3 new quests. Here we are, guys. We are at the Dragon Isles. I have not leveled up at all. I mean, that's cool, I guess.
Can I join?
Explorers in peril. Don't mistake the expedition's scholarly pursuits as timidness, Kalzareth. We are not recluses studying books in far-off towers. We are adventurers, hunting down knowledge firsthand in every corner of Azeroth. That same passion for adventure often leads us into the path of perils and hazards, and a few expedition members have bitten off a little more than they could chew. But hey, the danger makes it more fun. Rescue 3 dragon-scale expedition members in the Wild Coast. And we'll get some cool stuff if we do that. Sounds good. Sounds good with me. And then Thalen Dark Anvil. What? Whoa, what the heck? Did you just get hit in the head with a banana? Hey, monkey! Quit throwing bananas at the dwarf. Get out of here. What in the world's wrong with you? Somebody get that monkey under control. What up, Azrael? How are you doing, brother? Thalen is busy tinkering with a gadget in his hands. These explorers are throwing around... Hey, monkey! I'm trying to... Stop it! Get out!
I cannot attack that.
I will attack you.
I cannot attack that target.
I don't care if I can't attack it. Attack it.
I cannot attack that.
Okay, whatever. I'll death grip you.
I cannot attack that target.
Okay, never mind. Whatever, monkey. You're immortal. Throw all the bananas you want.
How can I help you?
These explorers are throwing around their grappling hooks by hand. Can you... Okay, whatever. Can you believe that? Imagine if the grappling hook could launch itself, automatically, when you needed it most. Alright, before I do your quest, show me your wares. What do we have here? Relic of the Past provides the following properties. Set the item level to 29 and the required level to 15. Whoa! Seems kind of broken. That monkey is seriously bullying the dwarf. I don't have very much gold, so I'm not really concerned about the shop. Practice materials. The proto-drakes here are unlike any I've seen before. Their scales appear to be naturally flame-resistant, stronger than steel, and don't lose flexibility in the process. Incredible. The artisans are clamoring to get their hands on some to work with. Start with the whelps. The smaller scales should be more pliable until we've mastered our techniques with them. Collect 15 primal proto-whelp scales.
May your flame burn bright.
That's a lot of scales, but okay. And then Scale Commander Azurathel has something for us. Primal Pests. Wild time. Don't forget your repairs, sir. Repairs? What repairs? All my durability is pretty good at the moment. I literally haven't done a single battle since we've started. Azurathel glances suspiciously at the proto-dragons lurking on the ridge behind him. I'd swear that those proto-dragons edge closer to camp every time I turn my back. Those are not the dragons Rathion invited us here to meet. Proto-dragons are ruthless predators who cannot be reasoned with. We must be ruthless in return. Cull their numbers to keep their ambitions in check, or this expedition will be over before it begins. Kill 10 primal proto-drakes on the wild coast. Should be easy enough.
We'd best keep moving.
Rathian said he would meet us at the embassy atop the hill.
It may be under attack. If it is, then I will be ready to defend my allies.
Cool. Let's check out the camp a little bit. I haven't really checked out the camp. Got some tinkerers and whatnot, all just kind of doing their thing. Who are you guys? Got a player right here. Lisa Breezewood, Stormwind Dockmaster. Heading back to Stormwind, are ya? Give my best to Krovo when you arrive on the docks. Nah, we're not heading back to Stormwind. Hop on my Death Charger. Just kind of exploring camp a little bit. Fishing supplies and a fishing trainer? Ooh. Some fishing is pretty cool. Mowley? Who the heck are you? I've never seen this race before. He's a humanoid turtle, guys. What is this? This isn't a race that you can be. If that was a race, I would be that race.
Welcome to the Dragon Isles, explorers.
Welcome in, Captain. There's a kite. A dragon kite. Got some turtle humanoids in the game, but they're non-playable. Sad. Kinda sad, honestly. Hopefully they add them as a playable race one day. That would be pretty cool. Who the heck is John Stell III? And there's Happy Hal, the innkeeper.
Hey!
It's good to see you, friend. Take off your shoes and enjoy the fire before you set off on your grand adventures. Hey, Hal, why are you always so happy?
You have a great day now.
It's an easy choice considering the alternative. You know what? That makes sense.
Can I help you?
Let me browse your goods. Okay, you got nothing I can buy.
Then.
Make this inn your home. Should I do it, guys? Or nah? Should I make it my home? I don't think so, right? I'd rather Stormwind be my home. I hope Stormwind is my home. Let's talk to John Stell III. He seems interesting. He's a Worgen.
Get Gavin or get going.
I came on the first boat. Couldn't even think about waiting, really. We're the first to land in this place. Let that sink in a second. We're making history, Kalzareth.
Watch your back.
Okay. Good for you, I guess. Yo. This gnome has a little helicopter type thing. Keep it going. We need a complete survey of the eastern coastline. Okay. Cool. Little Prickle Fury here. Oh, there's the Proto Drakes and the Primal Whelps. They're already trying to attack. We're gonna get in there and do some work. Stormwind is fine too. From there you can portal wherever you need to go. Okay. Very cool. Primal Proto Drake. Okay. It's time to get serious. Hey! Get out of here. Oh, okay. We're dealing plenty of damage. Not really worried. Here we go. I can apply an AoE right here to these Primal Proto Whelps. They get dismantled pretty easily. As you can see. We'll just go ahead and take all the supplies so I can sell it and things like that. Dang, there's so many dragons around here. Okay, I guess I'm going this direction. We gotta go help these explorers. We gotta go help the professor, the archivist, and the spelunker. AoE on the proto-whelps. Pretty easy work. Primal Proto Drake, level 10. Let's take him out. Death Grip. Force him to come to me. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I know I said I wasn't gonna be using Death Grip that much, but that was actually pretty cool. Let's see if I can pull one out of the air. Death Grip. Wait. Come on. Why is it not working? Death Grip. Yeah, I pulled it out of the air. Okay. Death Grip is actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, let me test this out. I'm gonna use Spatial Rift. Send in a thingy. Teleport to that thingy. Okay. Doing damage.
I need to target something.
Nice. First. Looking good. Still here. What up, Joe? Is this your Void Death Knight? Yes.
Too far away.
This is my Void Elf Death Knight. Get over here, Proto Whelp. Boom. The rest of you get over here too.
I need to target someone first.
I appreciate you for still tuning in, Joe. You're a real one. I appreciate all of you for tuning in. I appreciate all of you who have tuned in. It means a lot to me. I know this has been a pretty long stream. I mean, the stream isn't that long. The stream hasn't been that long yet. But I know we've been kind of dragging it on with the story and all of that. Get blasted. Yo, this is feeling nice. What's down here? Something's down here. Somebody is a bit chained up. Oh, I can't see. Oh, I'm in the lava. Oh my gosh, I was in the lava. Let me help you, Spelunker. There you go. Have a rope. I owe you one, friend. Tell you what. I'll name the next cave I discover after you. Kelzareth Cavern. Hey, that sounds pretty cool. Thanks. Ah, I'm in the lava. Get out of the lava. Okay, we're good. Yo, dragon. Get over here. Okay, that is sick. I'm not gonna lie. I actually really like that ability. Being able to just drag them to us is kind of crazy. Bonk. 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 Okay, why can I not use Death Strike? It's because it costs runic power. And we don't really have a way to get a bunch of runic power right now. Okay, easy work right there. Where's the next person we have to save? Over here? Let's just hop on the Death Charger and get over there. Whoa. A little shore crab. That's cool. Let me see something real quick, because we might be interested in doing some pet battles, so let's see. This is my team. As you can see, I have a pet team right here. Wargly the Apprehensive, my level 19 Murloc pet. Claudius, my level 20 crab pet. And then Spawn of Ignixia, my level 20 dragon pet. Check him out. Check out little Wargly, guys. You have no idea how proud I am of this little guy. He's my little yellow Murloc. I love him. Come on, Wargly. We're flying off. I know you can't fly, but you can probably run pretty fast. Here we go. Horde of dragon whelps. Take him out pretty easy. Ooh, there's a lot going on. Hey, put him down. Put him down. Throwing a rocket to. There we go. Saved him. I was almost proto-dragon food. How exhilarating. Wait until Toddy hears about this. You're a fan of Toddy, huh? Oh my gosh. Scythids. Scythids. What's up with the Scythids? Get out of here. Pop my protections.
Target.
Pick up the stuffies. Okay, we're good. Quick work of the Scythids. We can actually use Death Strike now.
Something first.
That is good. I like being able to use Death Strike. Let's see. We got another person to save. I'm going to use this ability. This ability. Ooh. Easily dismantled that Proto Drake. Let's see. We got somebody else to save. Can't really do anything. I don't have much runic power. Plenty of attack damage, though. Got my AoE on the Proto Whelps. Can't loot that? What do you mean? Why can't I not loot? Okay, whatever. Hey, what are you doing over here? Quit bullying this little gnome. Little gnome trapped inside of this, this dragon bone. And we rescued her. Sorry, dragon bones. There will be other rib cages to study. I'll carry these bone fragments to our camp at the embassy. Thanks. Have at thee. Have at it. Okay. It looks like we've completed all of our quests now. Hop on the back of our Drake. Let's go riding. Boom!
Honored to make your acquaintance, Syndrax.
Ooh.
Well met.
She sounds like a baddie. What's up, Nalita? Nalidia? Rivergleam? How are you doing? Oh, yo, what's up, Big Syndrax? How you doing?
Well,
Talk to Toddy Whiskers.
what the wind blew in.
The dragons are nae here to meet us like Rathion said they would.
Let's get moving. Plenty to be done.
Wonder where Rathion is. He said he'd be here waiting for us with an ambassador for Alexstrasza, the Lifebinder, Queen of the Dragons. It does nae seem like a dragon to break a promise. Well, at least this eager wee Draconid is here to welcome us. Can you talk to him and find out when the others are going to arrive? Ask Syndrax when the dragons are expected to arrive. Okay, how funny is it that the dwarf just called Syndrax a wee Draconid? Dude is not wee at all. He is big. That's big Syndrax right there. Big aura on Commander Syndrax. He's a commander, right? Or am I wrong? They despawn when you meet the requirement? Oh, that's what was going on with the scales. Okay. Syndrax, I thought, was a commander. I might be wrong.
Ready to serve.
Wait, what was your voice? Syndrax, why do you sound like that? It is truly an honor to be the first member of the Dragonflights to welcome you to these shores. I am Cadet Syndrax. Oh, you're a cadet. My bad, I thought you were a straight-up commander. Please forgive my nerves. This is my first assignment. And what an incredible assignment it is. Welcome again. Should we shake hands? I believe I read somewhere that your kind likes to do that. Well, where is Rathion?
Please enjoy your time here.
Welcome to the Dragon Isles, friend. I think I may have already said that. No matter, I am just excited you are here.
It was nice to meet you.
Have you not seen a Void Elf before? Syndrax looks away quickly. My apologies. Was I staring? You must forgive me, but I have never seen anyone from beyond the Isles before. I have heard stories of your kind, but never seen one of you in person. Much less more than one. I am new to the brood. Not that it would have mattered. It has been thousands of years since mortals were welcomed in this embassy. So this used to be an embassy for mortals? According to my history teacher, yes. Thousands of years ago, I think he said. History was never my strength, though. I trust the dragon spawn to tell me what I need to know. You can ask Ambassador Fastraz in the embassy tower behind me if you want to learn more. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Why aren't the dragons here to meet us?
It was not. Yes. I had expected Major Domo Solistra and Rathion to be here by now.
but I am honored to be the one to welcome you to the Dragon Isles. On my first real assignment, no less. What good fortune.
Done.
Welcome to the Dragon Isles.
It is truly an honor to be the first member of the Dragonflights to welcome you to these shores. Wait, what? You're a Dragonflight? I am Cadet Syndrax. Please forgive my nerves. This is my first assignment. Oh wait, I already read that. I already read that.
Here to help.
I do not know. As I said, this is my first assignment. Let me think on what to do.
Please enjoy your time here. It was nice to meet you.
Excuse the mess. I wish I knew more about how to welcome you to the Dragon Isles, but I'm only the sentry. Syndrax motions to the towers behind her. Wait, Syndrax, you're a female? What? I thought you were a male this whole time. You're big and brawny. What the heck? So you're supposed to be a baddie? You're muscular as heck, like actual heck. You're a female? Okay, my mind is kind of blown right now. You could try talking with Ambassador Fanstraz in the Visitor Center. He might be able to answer more of your questions before the dragons arrive. Mind your step in there. He was clearing out rubble last I saw. Time to help Ambassador Fanstraz restore the embassy, I guess.
Also, you two were adversaries before leading this expedition together?
Yes. The Horde and Alliance have a long history of rivalry. But Toddy and I pursue knowledge, not violence.
And adventure! Knowledge is only half the fun.
Yeah, I'm mind blown that Syndrax is a female. What the heck? Thank you for tuning in, guys. I hope that you're enjoying the stream. Don't forget to hit that like button. That would help me out a lot. I'd really appreciate it. Our orders were clear, Private Garrick. We have other threats to worry about. Captain Garrick. Let's see. We need to speak with Ambassador Fanstraz, but we also have other quests to turn in.
What is your report?
That may dissuade them from attacking the expedition camps for a time. It's eat or be eaten in the Dragon Isles, Kalzareth. You do well to remember that.
The Obsidian Warders stand proud.
Renown 2, Expedition Scout Pack treasures unlocked? What the heck? And we leveled up. Leveled up. We're level 11. Let's check out our talent tree. We just unlocked Frost Strike. Huge. Putting that in slot 3. Let's go. Frost Strike unlocked. Very nice. And what else did we get? Did we get anything else right there? I don't know. Hey, Thalen Dark Anvil. I got something. Got those scales? Yeah, here you go. Thalen carefully studies the scales. Brilliant. Our artisans will have no problem putting these to good use. Awesome. Please enjoy. I worked hard for them. I need to accept a quest from Captain Garrick. There's actually a couple of quests around here. Yo, Captain Garrick. How are we doing?
Together, we'll see our way through this.
Light be with you, Kalzarath. This expedition is under the protection of both the Horde and Alliance. Our orders are clear. Give aid to any members of the expedition, regardless of their other allegiances. The Horde's representatives, Warlord Grimax and her daughter Shuja, stand guard on the other side of camp. I fought with Warlord Grimax against the Scourge. She is noble and will serve this expedition well. Go offer her your assistance. Show her that the Alliance honors its commitments. Okay. Introduce ourselves to the Horde representatives. Let's go check out this other side quest right up here. Aster Cloudgaze. Yo, what's up, Blood Elf?
We will persevere.
From such great heights. Toddy and Nalidia have requested a survey report of the surrounding area immediately. Luckily, I have acquired an enchanted telescope and surveyor's disc that will help us scout out nearby areas from the safety of the clouds. Unluckily, I am deathly afraid of heights and cannot bring myself to set foot on the contraption. You're not afraid of heights, are you? We need to use the surveyor's disc to bounce into the sky and scout the area?
Remember the sun weather.
How does that work? I don't know how that works. Enchanting trainer, tailoring trainer, trade goods? Huh. Artisans, engineering trainer? Interesting. Some job trainers? Okay. Hop on the surveyor's disc. How do we do that? Oh, right here. Okay. Search for power. Searching for power. Yo, what the heck is that? Is that a couple of water elementals or something?
Incredible. The elements here surge with power.
Cool. Now, let's search for allies. I saw some dragons.
I gotta race them.
Oh, some dragon riders. That's cool. Now it's time to search for danger. Probably pretty important. Let's see what's going on. Whoa, what the heck? Oh, that's brutal. Just threw him in the lava.
Fancy a fight with that one.
Very brutal. Well, there you go, Aster Cloudgaze. I did what you wanted.
Baladash, Malanore.
Aster breathes a sigh of relief. I thought for certain you would plummet to your death from up there. Thanks again for taking the risk so that I was not required to.
We will have justice.
No, I'm happy to keep my feet planted firmly right here on the ground. Can't blame you, bro. Can't blame you. It do be like that. Yo, Warlord Brecca Grimax. Oh my gosh, it's an orc baddie? Alright, pull out the baddie scale, guys. Baddie scale, 1 to 10. Where do we rate her? I'm putting her at a solid... I'm not gonna lie here. I'm putting her at a solid 6. I'm very sorry, Warlord Brecca. But, well, yeah, let's go 6.5. I'll give you 6.5. I do like my muscular women a little bit, as long as they're not overly muscular. You're not overly muscular, so it's just the hair, I think. The hair is really throwing me off. It's gotta be the hair. Ooh, hold on a second. Yeah, the hair's just thrown me off tremendously. If it wasn't for the hair, I'd probably give you like a 7. But we're going to go with a 6.5. My personal opinion. Can we get some rates in the chat real quick? What are we looking at with Warlord Brecca Grimax on the baddie scale of 1 to 10? What does the chat think? I'm interested in you guys' opinions. Oh my gosh, she sounds like a crazy... I mean, she is an orc. She is an orc, so you have to rate her differently than you would rate a human, right? Warlord Brecca Grimax salutes your approach. Captain Garrick proves her honor once more by sending you to me. Go ahead and complete that quest. Encroaching Elementals. The crafters, artisans, and explorers of the Dragonscale expedition are ill-suited to the vigors of battle, but not you and I, Kalzareth. Here in the Dragon Isles, let us use that strength to protect those who can't protect themselves. Clear out the elementals encroaching from the north so that the expedition can focus on their noble pursuits. Kill 15 primal elementals in Wingrest Embassy.
Never stop training.
Never stop training. Ooh, hold on. Now this is a baddie orc. Right here. See, that's a solid 7.5 at least, right? Checker. 7. Little bit better than the Grimax. I think that's her daughter. I think that's Grimax's daughter. Baddie scale 1 to 10.
Stay focused on our mission.
For Shuja Grimax. Shuja Grimax, baddie scale 1 to 10, guys. What does the chat think? I'm gonna go with a 7. Giving her a 7. For sure. -3, we ain't no simps? Bro said 7. Aight. Yeah, I'm rating her on the scale of orcs, bro. There's a different type of rating, dog. If she was an elf, dog, then yes, it would be -3. She's an orc, though, bro. Where'd that other orc just go? Where'd that... See, look, here's an orc. Oh, hold on. Wait, you're ripping her hairstyle. You got the exact same hairstyle as her. My dogs are about to start barking for some reason because they're stupid. Yo, orc, can you stop walking around so much? I'm trying to get a good look. You look like a mix of those other two orcs. Baddie scale 1 to 10. 7.5. No, I think that, okay, hold on. Let's reset. This one, I'm gonna give a 7. Okay? Fair? 7. Okay? 7. Now, that means that you just got dropped back down. You're gonna go for, we're gonna put you at 6.5, okay? We're putting you at 6.5, and then for you, it's just not happening. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry, lady. We're gonna drop you down to 5.5. Yep, I know you're not happy about it, but it's just the truth. We're dropping you down to 5.5. You can be 6.5 because you're honestly not bad. And then, where'd you go? Where'd the other one go? Where'd our 7 go? Well, our 7's gone, but oh, I don't even care that much anymore. I don't even care. Hey, you gotta rate the orcs a little differently than you would a human. Like, for example, you see this elf right here? She does not belong on the same scale as those orcs, obviously. It's just not fair. It's not fair for the orcs. So for this elf right here, baddie meter. Let's get our baddie meters out real quick. Higher than a 7. I would say we're looking in the 7.5 at the very least, depending on your tastes. For me personally, I'm not a big fan of her jawline. She's got sort of like this long, like skinny jawline, right? I'm not a big fan of that. You see how skinny her jawline is? I'm not a giant fan of that. So we're looking at it like she's a baddie. Do not get me wrong, bro. Do not get me wrong, bro. That's a baddie right there. But we're looking at like a 7.5, okay? For an elf, she's in the 7s, bro. She's between a 7 and an 8. Definitely not an 8 though. That's why I'm just going ahead and giving her a clean 7.5. Let's get the baddie meter out. 7.5. Yeah. Oh yeah, Shuja Grimax is definitely better than the mom. I don't know what the mom's got going. Like, I guess the mom's just been through war. She don't care, bruh. Look at her, bruh. She do not care. She does not care if she's a 5.5. Like, she had... You see that axe? The axe is a 10. She doesn't care if she's a 5.5. But her daughter, yeah. Her daughter's got a little something going on. This is a clean 6.5, you know. Almost a 7. Almost a 7. Almost a 7. Alright, hey, there goes our real 7 right there for the orc. Because she got the body, bro. Like, this one has the body. That's all I'm saying. Alright, enough simping over the orcs. Let's get out of here. Sorry, guys. I just got completely sidetracked. Speaking of sidetrack, we got some side quests. Even more. Hold on. Excuse me, Death Knight. Can you test something for me? Hephaestus, ambassador of the Artisans Consortium. And then Grun Ashbeard has some things for us as well. Let's just go ahead and accept these quests, I guess. No biggie. Actually, yeah, let's just go ahead and accept the quest. Well met, Kazareth. Could I interest you in earning plentiful riches as a contributor to the Artisans Consortium? Maybe. Quality assurance. Are you looking for work, Death Knight? I bet you could afford to turn up your graphics some. Maybe. Maybe. I might try that. I represent a new trade company, the Artisans Consortium, which matches artisans and clients through our crafting orders network. The Dragon Scale Expedition placed an order for some enchanted mining tools. The tools are crafted, but we'd like to test them out before completing the order. We'll pay you for your services, of course. So we need to test Hephaestus' tools on nearby geodes for the Artisans Consortium. Okay. The Artisans Consortium strives for high-quality service. Ensure these tools work, Kalzareth. I will try. I don't know what tools you're talking about, though. Grun Ashbeard, mining trainer.
Hi.
Just taking a quick break before I hammer this one into pieces of ore. I love when the ore walks to you, you know? Oh. That's an elemental right there.
What can I do for you? Safe travel.
Always be crafting. Have you ever seen such powerful elementals? Why are the dogs going crazy, guys? Hold on, guys. Let me mute up real quick. I will be right back, guys. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back at it again with the white vans. You're not gonna believe what the dogs were barking at. You guys are absolutely not gonna believe what the dogs were barking at. They were barking at nothing. Nothing at all. So yeah, you can blame the dogs for that little intermission there. Have you ever seen such powerful elementals? This is Groon Ashbeard, the mining trainer. Groon cheers. I hear the guards grumbling about having to fight them all the time, but they're missing the big picture. Bigger elementals means bigger crafting components. While you're out there clearing the elementals for our safety or whatever it is you be doing, be sure to pick up pieces of the biggest one you can find. I want to try making something out of them. So we need to collect a primal earthen core and primal molten core.
Off with you.
Which sounds kind of cool. Will do, will do. Any other side quests? Doesn't look like it. Does not look like it. We still have some stuff we need to do in this little embassy thingy. Where does it want us to go? For the embassy? The ambassador fast traz? There is like no tracker. I can't see. Oh. Okay, I kind of figured it was inside of here.
Welcome, honored guest.
Holy moly, you have a loud voice. What's up, Ambassador Fast Traz? Yo, the sound and everything. I did not mean to just go to the BRB screen. My bad. I was trying to make sure that our sound was good, and I went to the BRB screen. That's my fault, guys. That is totally my fault. I do appreciate you guys for staying tuned, though, through that little intermission. I really appreciate it. Let's check out Ambassador Fast Traz. The Dragonflights welcome you to these shores, honored Void Elf guest. Queen Alexstrasza offers her warmest greetings and awaits the opportunity to host you at the life pools when your journey takes you there. But do not rush beyond your own desire. It has been thousands of years since feet of your kind walked this land. It can wait a while longer. Huh. Seems a little outcasting there. You're saying that, you know, it's been a while since Void Elves have, been on this plane of existence or whatever, on this island, the Dragonflight Isles. You're saying they can wait longer? Come on, man. What's wrong with the Void Elves? Why don't you want Void Elves over here? I guess for the same reason that the humans kind of are wary about having the dragons near Stormwind, right? I get it. I get it. We can also make this little place our home if we want. Why is the embassy in ruins? You have my sincerest apologies for the current state of the embassy. We have only recently begun repairs to restore this embassy to its former glory as a shining beacon to all denizens of Azeroth. I trust that the hospitality of the dragonkin you meet along your journey more than make up for the lack of physical comforts. Please, rest as long as you like before taking in the wonders of the Dragon Isles at your own pace. Why do dragons have an embassy for mortals? The Dragonflights are proud to have been entrusted by the Titans as guardians of Azeroth, but they recognize they are not alone on this planet or in that effort. This embassy was established to welcome mortals to our shores and teach them about our charge, our flights, and our ways, all in the hopes that mortals would choose willingly to stand alongside us in defense of Azeroth when needed. That makes sense. That actually makes sense, bro. I like it. I like it. I'm a new arrival with the Dragonscale expedition, by the way.
Take this guide. It shows the embassy's many amenities. If they weren't all in disrepair, that is.
Okay. So, what? We have a cooking trainer right here. The heck? It's just a pot. Wait, what? Head chef stacks? Whoa! Yo! It's a living pot! You guys see this? That's insane. That's pretty cool. Little head chef stacks. I had no idea. I was like, what the heck? Why is the pot the trainer? And now I see. It's because the pot is alive. Whoa, what the heck? Oh, the embassy visitor log. We have to sign the embassy visitor log. The embassy visitor log is a massive tome with a number indicating it is only the recent and a long archive of such logs. Each page is filled with an elegant handwritten form for each visitor to fill out. Alright, let's fill out the form. The first column asks for your name. Kalzareth, Rendore Death Knight? Death Lord Kalzareth, okay, that goes hard. Mal'Ganis? Alexstrasza, the Lifebinder, Queen of the Dragons? We can just forge Alexstrasza's signature, I guess. We could be Kalzareth, the Lifebinder. Kalzareth, the King of Dragons. Rathion's BFF. Chromie, we could just steal Chromie's identity. Dreamy Eyes, Calicgos. The Angry Ghost of Ysera, or just Stonehead. Alright, we gotta go with Death Lord Kalzareth, right? Death Lord Kalzareth, because it goes kind of hard. And we are a Death Knight after all. I'm gonna sign it as Death Lord Kalzareth. Just flashbanged me with BRB? Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to click unmute just to make sure I was unmuted. And I literally clicked the mute button and the BRB button and everything. The middle column asks for your arrival time. We could put today's date, hour, minute, and second. Tomorrow, the not too distant future. As quickly as I could. Sorry I'm late. I'm always late. Precisely when I meant to. After everyone's done setting up. Last call, I hope. I don't believe in time. Okay, I don't believe in time kind of goes hard. I don't believe in time kind of goes hard. It's got some aura to it. I'm going to say I don't believe in time. The final column asks for the purpose of your visit. To aid the Dragonflights. Accompanying the Dragon Scale expedition. Personally invited by Alexstrasza. For the Horde. For the Alliance. For Azeroth. For the cute baby dogs. My purpose is my own. Okay, that one has some aura to it. To save the world, again. To help those in need. To best mighty foes in glorious battle. Why does anyone do anything? Epic loot. I was dragged here by someone I care about. You tell me. I don't read quests. I just complete them. Okay. My purpose is my own. Has some freaking aura. I'm gonna say that. My purpose is my own.
What a joy it is to see new signatures in the visitor's log after all these years.
Well, there you go. Welcome message read. Well, how do I read the welcome message? I gotta travel over here real quick. There's something over here.
Queen Alexstrasza is far more impressive than any statue you'll find in the Isles.
I agree. I agree. Queen Alexstrasza is an absolute baddie. Wait, I was not done reading that. Welcome, friend of the Dragonflights. May your journeys in the Dragon Isles bring you tranquility, confidence, and camaraderie. While you travel these isles, reflect on this portion of the tablet is broken off. Huh. Remember our oaths to Azeroth, symbolized in the oath stones of the seats of power for each Dragonflight. We ask, this portion of the tablet is broken off as well. For life, and for Azeroth. Alexstrasza, the Lifebinder, Queen of the Dragons. Oh, that was written by Alexstrasza herself? Cool. And now we need Brazier of Kinship relit. Okay. Brazier of Kinship. Let's do that. Holy moly, look at this ancient proto-dragon. Wait, he's a problem.
Too far away.
He's a problem. Let me make quick work.
I must get closer.
Boom! Get out of here and stop attacking these lands. Massive proto-dragon claw. Thank you. I see the brazier. Let's light it up. Boom!
Brazier once more guide every peaceful denizen of Azeroth to these shores.
Okay, cool. Also, that guy just taught me how to pronounce brazier because I literally thought it was brazier. I don't know how else you would pronounce it whenever it's spelled like that, but apparently it's pronounced brazier. Which is cool. Sometimes you learn things from video games. What up, Syndrax? You happy with me now?
Oh, do you need my help? Please enjoy your time here.
The embassy is looking better already. Is every Void Elf as helpful as you are? I can't wait to meet more.
It was nice to meet you. I'm always here to help.
My first real emergency. Syndrax looks puzzled. I've never known the Major Domo to be late to anything, much less this late to something this important. Most unusual. Syndrax perks up at a thought. I could use my emergency signal flare to alert them to your arrival. Then they would come rushing to greet you immediately. I've never fired my emergency signal flare before, though. Convince Syndrax to fire her emergency signal flare to alert the dragons of your arrival. Isn't she the one who came up with that idea? Why do I have to convince her?
Please enjoy your time here.
Alright. Well, Syndrax, how about you do the flare?
Welcome to the Dragon Isles.
Send the signal flare to alert the dragons of our arrival.
It was nice. We were trained to only use these signal flares if the situation is dire. But I suppose this is a type of emergency.
Here we go.
There. Major Domo Silistra will arrive soon.
Does the Major Domo personally respond to every call for help?
Oh, yes. In times of trouble, there is no one Queen Alexstrasza trusts more.
Here they come!
Doesn't our character kind of have some aura, guys? I'm feeling the aura. Whoa! Speaking of aura.
Ah, look who we have here.
We saw the flare and assumed the worst. What is wrong, Cadet Syndrax?
Major Domo, the new arrivals were wondering where you were, and I thought...
I see. There was a reason for our absence. An ancient rival, the Jarradin, have stirred to violence once again.
The Jarradin.
Dragonheart Outpost has already fallen.
This little fox guy's got some aura, huh? Wait. Is that a female? That is a female fox right there, I do believe. And, why the heck did it sound like a guy? I thought that it sounded like a guy. So I thought it was a guy. But this is Major Domo Silistra. Pretty feminine name, though. Rathion. How's it going?
Again, champion.
Well then, Kalzareth, what do you say? Do you fancy a fight alongside your newfound dragon acquaintances? I assure you, there is no quicker way to earn their trust. Sure thing.
Never let your guard down.
What's up with it, Major Domo?
I serve my queen.
Queen Alexstrasza is eager to meet you, but the Jarradin awakening and attacking so suddenly has interrupted our plans. As Major Domo, I will ensure you receive your audience with Alexstrasza as soon as possible. I'm confused. Are you a dragon or a Velpura? Major Domo Silistra smiles kindly. Well, that is a curious question. Can a person only be a single thing? I have not found that to be true. In fact, I have found it far more likely for one to be many things simultaneously. You, I can tell, are far more than just a void elf or just a death knight. And I am more than just a dragon. Well, I am still a drake, technically. Major Domo Silistra chuckles. But you see me now in my chosen visage, of Elpura, and I hope that, in time, you will see the rest of me as well. I am far more than just an anything. What does a Major Domo do? As Major Domo, I am entrusted by Queen Alexstrasza to oversee much of the day-to-day operations of our dragonflight. I see her orders are carried out swiftly and appropriately. I respond to distress signals like the one that Cadet Syndrax errantly sent just now. Major Domo raises an eyebrow at Syndrax, who glances away. As a more direct answer to your question, I serve my queen, my flight, our visitors. Wherever I am needed, I go. For life. Cool.
I will await you. I can help you thrive here, mortal.
The Jarradin have awoken.
Your rival is not always your enemy.
I wish we'd time for more pleasant introductions, but we can't all be Krenormu, can we? I am Silistra, Major Domo to Alexstrasza the Lifebinder, Queen of the Dragons. Queen Alexstrasza asked me to convey her kindest regards and escort you to her at the life pools. But I'm afraid I must ask for your assistance before we go meet her. Our ancient rivals, the Jarradin, have awoken from their slumber under the earth and have already assaulted a nearby outpost. Okay, let's take some orders from Major Domo.
Lifebinder be with you.
How can I help defend against the Jarradin?
The Queen's blessings upon you. Cadet Syndrax, escort the adventurer to Commander Lethenak outside Dragonheart Outpost. Assist with the evacuation of the whelplings and wounded.
Yes, Major Domo.
Rathian and I will take to the skies and keep the Jarradin contained inside Scalecracker Keep.
Do hurry along, champion. After all, we wouldn't want the battle to be over before you even arrive.
Engage only when the whelplings and wounded are secure. The rest of the visitors must remain here until it is safe to leave the embassy.
Oh, I'm gonna miss all the fun.
There's plenty to study here before we move on, Toddy.
We each have a duty before us. By wing or by talon, see it done.
Peace out, Major Domo. Major Domo Silistra. Okay. And it looks like we have a quest to turn into Syndrax. But I'm not going to do that yet. I kind of feel like doing these side quests. Always be crafting. Let's get out here and do some of these side quests. Why not, right? Ooh. There's some stuff going on. A little elemental war. I'm jumping into the elemental war. And I'm not choosing a side. I'm just going in and killing everything. Give me all that stuff. I want it. Quaking Cavern? Whoa. What is this place? Yo, Earth Elemental. Mind if I chip in? Nice. Alright, let's see. I'm going to try to grab this guy, pull him towards me. I'm gonna aggro this guy, activate my defenses, and let's fight. Nice. Pretty easy. Let's fight another one. Very cool. Okay, looks like we have a little twofer right here. Very nice. Yo, you, get over here. Okay, I really like the death grip. The death grip skill is actually really cool. It makes me feel like a dark Jedi, like a Sith, like some Darth Vader. Like, tell me this is not some Darth Vader aura right here when I'm about to do this Primal Earth Elemental. Get over here. Oh yeah. I was told that I might be able to turn my graphics up a little bit. Let me see. How would I do that? Base game quality? I'll turn it up to 5. Why not? There we go. Turned it up to 5. What is this? Volcanic Geode. Oh, yo, check that out. Magical pickaxe. That was kind of cool. Check out this Barren Crust Core guy, by the way. Kind of interested. I guess I'm going to hit him with a Darth Vader. Get over here. Place down my AoE, activate my protections, and then just do as much damage as I can. I don't think he's standing in the AoE, so that's a shame. Took him down easy, though. Got a quest item. Very cool. Is there anything else in here? Not really. Okay. Ow! I just got hit in the head by a falling stone. Dangerous little cave. Ooh, plenty of enemies. You, get over here. You, look at me. You, I need you to look at me. Oh no! They are crowd controlling me. They almost knocked me off. Okay, let's get our AoE going. Leveled up, level 12. Huge.
I need to target something first.
Okay. Whoa, what are you doing here? Get out of here.
Target.
Nice. We're kind of strong. Alright, let's check out our talents. We can raise dead. Or we can improve our death strike. But I also like runic attenuation. So either we improve our death strike, which is pretty good, or we get runic attenuation. I honestly think runic attenuation for early game is probably going to be pretty important, if I'm going to be honest. I'm going to go ahead and grab that runic attenuation. It looks pretty important for early game, because I was noticing that we don't generate very much runic power at the moment. And that is going to be pretty important for being able to use our skills. Very easy work right there. We need a primal earthen core. I don't know how we're going to find that. Let's excavate these geodes. Okay, Barren Crust Core has respawned. Oh, there's another geode over there. Better go take care of that. How am I going to find a primal earthen core? Wait, no, a primal molten core. To be more specific. Whoa. Careful. Alright, we're going to take on Barren Crust Core once again. I just pulled him up to me. Tell me that's not aura. That's massive aura. Okay. Make quick work. Quick work. Still no quest item, though. Do we have to go somewhere else? Because these are earth elementals. Maybe there's like a lava elemental or something.
I need to target something first.
Maybe there's a different cave that we need to go to, right? I think so, yeah. There's an entirely different cave that we can go to. I think we're done here. In fact, I'm not even gonna try to take on any more of these guys. They don't really give that much XP. Whoa, why are you angry with me? I was literally going to spare you.
Closer.
Yo, what's up, player? Takutaro, I think. Primal Lava Elemental. These guys are back to having their little war. I will cast my AoE. This could be some good XP. Yeah. Pretty easy XP right there. Okay, is there like another cave over here or something? Trying to get our hands on that primal molten core. Yo! Holy crap. Holy crap. We need our AoE. AoE, activate protections. Okay, better.
I need to target something first.
Nice. That was easy. Got pretty scared. I just got ran up on by a bunch of lava slimes. Hopping on the horse. Let's go. Do we need to go inside? Oh yeah, I think we go in here. Barren ash flow? Okay. Let's take out these little encroaching lavas again.
I cannot attack.
We still don't have 2 swords. Oh, look at that. Tevin's online.
Too far away. I require a target.
Yo, Barren ash flow. Get over here. Boom. 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 Oh, yeah. Basically just 3-shot him. 4 shots, including the crown control we did. Got our quest item.
I am out of range.
There's a couple of mining nodes that we can take, though. And just like that, Tevin went offline. That's funny. Lava flick.
I have a target.
Sorry, poor little lava flick. There we go. And I see another node right up there. That's going to be the last node. And then we have some side quests that we can turn in. That's going to be pretty cool. Very nice. Let's use the dragon to get out of here. Boom! Okay, yo Grun, guess what? I got the stuff you wanted.
Watch your back.
I'm gonna build a grand helmet first. No, a hammer. No, a big hammer.
Off with you.
Grun's eyes open wide as you hand him the primal cores. Incredible! This is the best day of me life!
See you soon.
I'm glad that I can make your life, bro. I'm glad that I can make your day. Seriously, man, that's awesome.
You are welcome here.
Hey, Festa!
Dionysaka.
Thank you for your help, Kalzarath. If you ever need items crafted, the Artisans Consortium is here to provide.
Please be careful, friend.
I will deliver these tools at once. The Dragonscale Expedition will be quite pleased with their crafting order. Heck yeah! And then there's one final side quest we can turn in over here. Warlord Brekka Grimax.
The Horde leaves no one behind.
For the Dragonscale Expedition, Warlord Grimax salutes you.
Never stop training.
Let's go. Tell Captain Garrick that the first round is on me once we're both off our shifts. We'll be sharing a table with the humans? Of course. How do you expect to share a battlefield if you can't share a meal? I hadn't thought of it that way. Yeah, teach her a thing or two. Teach your daughter a thing or two, Brekka Grimax. Very cool. Alright, and just like that, our side quests are complete. It's been pretty good. It's been pretty good, Tate. It's been a pretty good time. We just completed some side quests and whatnot. And now it's time for, to turn in this quest to Syndrax. And then I believe Syndrax is going to be leading us to a new area. However, I do believe that I'm going to be bringing today's live stream to an end because, you know, we've been going for a good minute now. I'm not sure exactly how long we've been going. I guess I can check real quick. Yeah, we've been going for 3.5 hours, guys. I think it's a pretty good time to wrap it up. Like, I could keep going, but I'm sure that some of you got some other things that you would like to do, some other things that you would like to tend to. So, we're going to be wrapping it up now. I do appreciate all of you for tuning in. I hope that you guys enjoyed the live stream. I've honestly had a pretty good time. It's been pretty fun. I can't wait to do the next one. On the next one, we're going to continue right here with Syndrax. Let's Lady Syndrax, or Cadet Syndrax, lead us to a new area. And we're going to figure out what's next. We're going to continue the story. I seriously hope that you guys enjoyed the live stream as much as I did making it for you. Our character has serious aura. Sadly, we only have the one sword. We don't have 2 swords yet, so we can't dual wield right now, but eventually we're going to be dual wielding. I do like the build. Everything's looking good. We don't have too many skills. Let me check the skills. Yeah, basically all of our skills are currently in use. So that's good. What is this? Runic empowerment. Each runic power you spend has a 1.8% chance to instantly grant you a rune. Interesting. I'm liking the current build. We're only level 12, so we only leveled up twice, but, you know, we're kind of making slow progress through the story, reading everything, doing all the side quests and everything, so I'm pretty happy with our progress today. It's been a good stream, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. I hope that each of you enjoyed the stream. Thank you to all my people that tuned in to the stream live. Thank you to anybody who tunes in to the stream after the live, you know. Thank you for tuning into the VOD. I appreciate you guys as well. Hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up now. See you later, Azriel. Take it easy, bro. Thank you guys very much. I will see you guys in the next live stream. Until then, stay vigilant. This has been your friend Caleb Smith, signing out. Wait, I just clicked the wrong button again. I literally just clicked the BRB button again. How dumb am I, guys? How dumb am I? I love just smashing that BRB button. I swear, I just can't stop smashing the BRB button. There's something wrong with me. Anyway, you guys. Alright, we're really signing out now. I'm going to the actual end screen so that everybody knows that the stream is ending soon. My apologies. Thank you guys very much for tuning in to Caleb Smith TV. Caleb Smith, signing out for real this time.